Hello and welcome to yet another Fantasy Strike tournament. I'm Leontes with Sterling Games, and joining me is Mr. MKL of Toronto Top Tiers.
Hello everyone, how y'all doing?
Yo yo. So we're running a tournament right now. It's I think Sente is the sole proprietor of this tournament. I think he doesn't have help from Rookarder this time. Yeah, it's free tournaments. I think it's PlayStation and Steam, and there's some prizes. I don't know exactly what the prize breakdown is, but I think the bracket is starting already, and I'm going to jump into Aphotics versus, I think it's going to be Omniraptor. I have the bracket right here, along with a sale at, where is that, Best Buy? Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, we're getting started right away. Awesome.
Yeah. So I got Omniraptor and Aphotics. I have him on watch. Let me just ping him, tell him I'm going to watch him. So how you been, dude? I know you've been running some tournaments at your local recently, and you got another one coming up later on in the month.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been keeping busy. It's been a lot of work. Yeah, I'm out here in Toronto, and so I've been taking the game out to my weeklies and just, running free tournaments and trying to get people into the game. Then yeah, at the end of this month, on September 21st, we've got our Northern Battles monthly series here, and so I'll be hosting it. It'll be a super hype tournament. We've got a great community pot bonus that built up. It's $180 plus entry fee. So it's a nice pot there, and I expect some good competition.
That's awesome, man. Like how many weeks have you been doing it now? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, I'm on four weeks, and so this will be my 5th week coming up.
That's awesome.
We run it on Wednesday nights out in Toronto at the Esports bar.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been trying to host you guys, but I'll keep that in mind that it's like every Wednesday that you guys run it, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So we always try to get in there. Unfortunately, we didn't get any stream time this past week, but we usually try to get top 4 on stream and show off some matches.
Nice. Let's see. I got a new bracket here because it actually got updated with some seeds. So I think instead we should probably go into, let's go PTR SD Boy versus Omniraptor. That one looks pretty exciting. Okay. I got him on watch now. So I played against PTR a bunch, and Omniraptor a little bit. Let's see, according to ranks, PTR finally made it to Master.
I saw that, yeah. Got a bunch of Master players now.
Yeah, looking on my list, you see Omniraptor is ranked 16. I did the grind the other night, and I got it to rank 10, and then I haven't played.
Yeah, who's this 19. Leontes guy at 10?
Yeah, this guy without a third character. Still struggling with Grave. I usually don't play characters that have reversals, just because I am super irresponsible about that.
It's a dangerous thing to have, yeah.
Okay, I'm told that Omni's not around. So let's see, who do we got instead? Merciful Hacker is already in a game. Let's go watch him.
Alright, Merciful Hacker.
I think he's playing against ThyPirateKing. Another streamer. He runs weekly tournaments. I'm getting set right now. So it looks like we're getting into the 4th round. Also, chat, let me know if the sound is too loud or if you can't hear me or whatever. So I might need to turn in-game sound down a bunch.
Okay, so Grave landed the super there. Oh, Yomi counter.
Look out!
Got Lum putting out some fireworks here. This is dangerous. Yeah, Chip's PirateKing out, unfortunately.
Round 5. Fight.
Just keep rolling because I'm going to ask for some advice regarding sound.
Lum's got the dice out, but wasn't able to do much with them here. Coming back. Yeah, okay, getting some chip damage in. Merciful Hacker in control of the ground right now. PirateKing has really got to get. He's got meter on tap. So he can land. Oh, there you go. Big damage. Has him in the corner. No Yomi counter from Merciful Hacker, but he gets the throw to take the round.
Okay, did some changing up right now, so maybe the sound level's a little bit better. Also gotta make sure it's not blowing out my own head when I...
I'll make it exciting.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Raise you, lower everything, increase something else. The sound is always like one of the hardest things for me, at least, when it comes to streaming and taking care of this.
It's always a struggle in any production. But okay, now we have PyrateKing running Lum against Merciful Hacker's Midori. Nice luck coin.
The MLG anti-air.
Oh, good parry. Takes out the mini Lum. He's got that counter throw on tap now. Oh. Very good use of the armor there. Gets right in through the watermelon for the kill.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, I'm back in.
All right, awesome.
So this matchup's... Oh, that's a... Oh, no! That was a really unfortunate cake. You actually should not have gone for that second air B. Oh, you got it anyway, though.
Yeah.
The only thing in this matchup that's important is just how much you can really oppress Lum with Dragon B. Throw? No, not good enough.
No, that was good. Yeah, punish the... Oh, the mini Lum's coming down.
Yeah, there's pretty much no way he was going to survive that chip damage.
Alright,
Okay.
fireworks out.
That parry, nice. I think it's very, very dangerous to use jump E with Lum in neutral for that reason. Midori can do it though. Basically same move, just like, I want to get in, I want to be plus. I'm already yellow, this is pretty solid.
Right? Nice
Okay.
jump
Oh.
A.
Retrieves his cake, so we just get cake locked. Okay, so... Yeah, good navigation there from Hacker.
Yeah, it's always so disappointing when you get the dice out there and then it's like, oh, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get it set up. So yeah, just oppressive Bs now. One thing that you can be tempted to do as Midori in this matchup is go for like a ground C every once in a while, but Lum has a lot of ways out of it. Outside of that, of course. But like Lum has a lot of ways to just sort of neutral jump and make you take like 5 if you just make a mistake with using the Dragon Ground C. If there's like a bomb out already, there's like lots of ways where it can just be devastating. So I tend to avoid that move unless it's specifically in that situation where you're just going to catch the ground super. But
Round 1.
Yeah.
Fight.
whereas like Rook could just do command grab anti-air, like you can't really do that with, oh, spicy cross-ups.
Oh.
Just not taking his win, I guess. He just doesn't really want, yeah.
Yeah, alright. He likes the lightning move.
Yeah, both situations there. Could have just got the BB follow-up, but didn't go for it.
2. Fight.
I played some Zero in Marvel myself, so I'm a person who deserves any misfortune be laid upon me.
Absolutely. What, were you Zero May Cry?
Round 3.
No, I was like, for a little bit I was practicing it at the end. Oh, big
Oh,
back A there.
Wow.
But I played like Zero Sentinel Doom.
Oh, okay. Nice. Goes for the 2 cross-ups again.
Round 4.
Yeah, just kind of closing out the chip pressure. Like eventually, like if the Val never does anything, then you just kind of win. But
Oh, Rainbow's right into the super.
okay, 1,
Nice
2. That's not where you want to be.
No. Gets out, and the 2 damage. Alright.
Round
Pretty volatile matchup.
fight.
Oh, for sure. This matchup, and as well as like Valerie versus Satsuki, can get super crazy.
Yeah. But giving up to Super Meter. Oh,
Oh, in
Once
the
a disc
corner,
setup.
drops the ring.
okay. Throw. Nice. That's what I would have done too.
Throw. Goes for
Okay.
it again.
So I actually had a guaranteed chip set up there. If you just do a jump meaty B into BB, you're just dead. That was like a risk you did not have to take.
Yeah.
But Hacker takes this one 3-0. Is going to move on through the winner's side. And let's jump back to that bracket and see what we're looking at right now. I know there's people playing right now. Rook Hugger. Oh, Daniel beat Jello Motion off stream. He's going to face off with Rook Hugger. I think we should watch that one. So Rook Hugger is one of our... he's actually Master 1 currently in the game. So let's shoot them the signal on that.
Super, super good player. He has...
Battle.
Though he's known as the Rook Hugger, he's great with a lot of different characters.
Yeah. I mean, I always wondered if it's like, if he's the Rook Hugger or he wants to hug the Rooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he
Is
hug
a
you
Rook
with
who
Rooks?
hugs, or does he hug Rooks?
Is he a pirate ghost or a ghost pirate, right?
All right. I think this is it. We need to get him in the chat and figure it out. Stop the match, guys.
Let the test begin.
He does have Rook on the team this time, though.
Round 1. Fight.
Unfortunately, a little slow on the draw, so I'm not in on this match. But
Sure thing.
I'll join you next round.
Drop gear.
Assist.
Time spiral. Drop gear. Yeah. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear.
Final Arbiter. Assist.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Assist.
Time spiral.
So range bracket stuff.
Daggerfall.
Why is it not working?
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Assist.
Time spiral.
Oh, this is not set to...
Clockwork.
Oh no, okay.
Time spiral.
Assist.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Having a hard time actually putting in scores
Drop gear.
for the bracket.
Time spiral.
This is a long first round. That's why you haven't got back in.
Yeah, this
so
really
this is a lot of
is.
zoning, a lot of ghosts. But Rickarder actually slows the game down enough.
Round 2.
Takes it. I feel you coming in right now. There it is.
There we go.
Fight.
Time spiral. Drop gear.
It's basically a lot of Daniel throwing a gear, or throwing the ghost out, trying to progress forward. Rickarder slowing the game down.
Final Arbiter.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Rickarder, very, very passive Geiger player. I think if he could just press B and C only, I think he'd be happy with that.
Assist.
Oh, absolutely.
Flash gear.
No punish on the flash kick there.
Oh, a little bit too early on that. You don't want to catch him on the retraction away from the land.
Gear.
Okay, opportunity there to do a parry super from Daniel.
Final Arbiter.
Yeah, and he
Oh, no,
loses his
right
meter
through.
instead.
Time spiral.
And now look, now
That's exactly where
now,
Rickarder wants him to be.
Rickarder has, yeah, for sure. Now he has all this real estate. He can just slowly walk back.
Time spiral.
Okay, scoops underneath with counterpoint step,
Time spiral.
but he's just gonna grind it out.
It's my
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
But we'll see what he can even do with it. Yeah, it's kind of beta flash gear and then just jumps into it again.
Round 3. Fight. 1, 2.
Time spiral.
All right. Using the air kicks to get in there. Oh, that's a punish.
Drop gear.
Okay, that's one.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Get your growth meter.
Assist.
Time
There you go.
Flash gear.
Which, oh,
Clockwork.
fortunately gets anti-aired.
Yeah, and in this position here, only 2 HP left.
Time spiral.
Can take at least one from this. And then you just gotta find a way to get in without...
Arbiter.
Yeah. Just solid. Just if you jump at me, I will flash gear. If you don't do anything, I will throw a gear. If you try to jump over the gear, I will jump A. Like, just very prescriptive Geiger play there from Rick Hugger.
And it's so hard to deal with, like a very competent Geiger, right? It's a
Yeah.
super frustrating thing to play against. It's really easy to get into your own head and start making silly mistakes.
It's kind of a situation in Super Turbo as well. Like, the lower level of play there is, the more dominating Guile is, right? So that also works in this game to an extent where if you don't really know how to navigate the gears, you just end up, oh, well, he just throws a gear, and then I jump over it, and then I get anti-aired. I don't know how to beat this character. That's not actually what makes Geiger strong, but at the very base level, it's like just a dominant strategy that it's a layer 0, if you will. It's like, if I can just do this only, I will. It's like the least brain power that I'll need to win.
Oh, for sure,
If you make me work harder,
strategy.
exactly. If you make me work harder, I will, but I don't really have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so then we're looking at this matchup here. We talked about it a little bit before, but it's just a very, very fast-paced matchup where both characters really don't have good anti-airs to deal with each other. Like, Valerie actually does have Chromatic Orb, but the shape and the spacing of Setsuki's jump-ins just doesn't really let you use it as a tool. Like, oftentimes you'll just get, Starlight Tumbler over you, or just like it's a jump forward A. So it doesn't really work as an anti-air, but you still need to kind of flex it. But there we see Rook Hugger just kind of taking initiative, going for the mix-ups. Just whichever character can smother the other one kind of takes it down.
Yeah.
And now the namesake. Yeah, Rook getting that buff in the last patch, letting you cancel Thunderclap into special moves.
Yeah, that's a really nice tool for him.
Yeah, you already had it, like in that situation there, you already had it when it comes to on hit with the opponent, but clapping a projectile now will let him go into Landslide or the command grab follow-up, which in this particular matchup is really strong to prevent you from just getting bodied by, I throw a gear, I do forward A when you try to clap it. Because now being able to cancel the thunderclap into the command grab means you're armored, you take 1, but you get the clap in the Oki, or the actual 1 damage in the Oki after. Oh, nice evasion there from Daniel.
Just a moment.
I think he's going to be able to flash gear this. Yeah.
Yeah, should be able to. Nice.
He's got super. Will he do it? It's always the question you have. Now we'll just do it to win the round.
That's it. He only needs one more guess.
Might as well. So Rookhugger looking to win this one 3-0. If he can take this next round. Oh, doesn't block the meaty. One more guess. Can do micro walk throw, command grab. Claps the jump back. Again, squirrels out of that with the drop gear. I think you just hold this. Ooh. Yeah, the longer that Daniel can make this round go, the better. Oh, it just doesn't block the... Man. I mean, you're trying to Yomi counter there? Like, what's the spacing on that? I think he's too far to throw you. You got to block. I guess he's a little bit scared. So Rookhugger's going to win that one. Move on in the winner's side. Let's jump back to the bracket and see how things are progressing. We got Seaweezy playing against Rivenworm. Dilo versus Merciful Hacker. And Nephotics getting his game in against PTR now. I think they're in the middle of the game. I'm not sure if they're playing. Nephotics is not in a game yet, so let's actually jump into his. So congrats on putting together a pop bonus for the tournament too. It's like we're finding a lot with Fantasy Strike, and this has kind of come up a little bit in the chat discussions in Discord too, is just the idea that, hey, the game seems like it's really easy to learn, right? It's like an easy to play game. It's easy to pick up. But people are conflating this with, you know, it's easy to win, or that the skill ceiling is very low, or that I can only play this for like a little bit and then I'll kind of figure out everything there is to figure out. Yeah.
People seem to think that it's like that Fantasy Strike is a solvable game, and it's really not.
Absolutely not. It's just that a lot of the conceits of other fighting games tend to be like hidden behind the same decisions that this game makes too. Instead of having like a million options that aren't like, good, you know?
Yeah.
It boils it down to having a couple that work. And you can say the same thing for any character in like Street Fighter V. It's like, oh, when you wake up, you have a 3-frame jab or a reversal if you're playing like Nikali or something, right? Mm-hmm. You also have 1,000 other things that you could do that suck, and you would never do.
And you would never know, right? It's just, I get frustrated when I look at Tekken, for example, right? Where Tekken has this ginormous move list, and you're like, yeah, but 80% of those are not a good option now, right?
Yeah.
You have no way of discerning that.
Some of them are never good options.
Yeah.
A lot of times you could say like, well, when I wake up, I have these options, and that's cool. That's good to have like stuff, and this game has stuff too. It's just on a lot less, clutter, so to speak.
For sure. And I think something about Fantasy Strike is that the speed of the game is really quick, which is good, right? If there's fewer options in total, then you want to be making more decisions. So a faster paced game really helps with that.
Yeah. We talk a lot about mental load. This game's mental load is actually ridiculously high, like compared to, I don't know, like when you play a game like Marvel 2 or Marvel 3, right? There's a lot of time spent playing solitaire. A lot of time either you're blocking a thing forever or you're doing a combo forever that you've practiced for a very long time. And those are, fun, satisfying skills that I enjoy. Like I played, 0.
Yeah, you're saying you played 0, yeah. Exactly.
So like it's fun to do, like that's cool. But when it comes to like the mental load, like it's a lot more taxing to make a lot of decisions in neutral than it is to just kind of be advantaged for very, very long periods of time. Like Sterling will say this about, Guilty Gear, that he'll be playing Faust or whatever and doing a super long sequence. Oh, what a dirty chain. That was amazing.
Nice capitalizing on the poison, yeah.
Yeah, poison, big fish, killing the other fish. That was cool. But having to, like, you're in the middle of a combo and then you immediately out of a combo and now you got to make another choice or die. Like, it's just so taxing. And, like, I've seen people play in, like, tournaments early in the day and then, like, come to the stream later, which I may or may not do, depending on how long the stream goes.
Yeah.
I might do a rank up night stream. It is Saturday after all, but to then see them get online and, like, try to play then, it's like, guys, how do you do this?
Right? Like, that's a lot. Oh, wow. Nice use of the super to get out of the bomb, too.
Is that going to trade? No, actually gets through.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, Lum's super is not, it's his best reversal option, but it's not a particularly great reversal.
Right.
So it's nice to see it, like, hit clean like that.
Yeah. And get the items. Sometimes it just trades and you get nothing.
And then you get nothing out of it, yeah.
You get the I'm not dead. That's what you get. Wow.
Which, hey, I'll take it sometimes.
Okay, Phoenix putting himself in the corner. Nice block.
Very nice block,
Grave looking the opposite direction, you know. Juggling with the fireball? No, not quite.
No, not quite.
Ooh!
Oh, just gives
Didn't sword.
some super meter, though.
Could have maybe sworded there.
I think probably.
Just waiting for wind is just good, though.
Oh.
Yeah, jump melon isn't really going to do a whole lot. You have ground sword,
No.
you have, you know, the fat fireball. Okay, 2 throws.
He jump throws.
Okay, neutral A is going to actually... Oh, double.
Oh, double and a mini Lum. All right.
Okay, didn't really get much out of that.
So, yeah, that was unfortunate.
The PTR got to go in, man. Juggle? Not quite. Puts himself back in the corner. No sword from Aphotics, but neutral A counter hit. That'll
Nice.
pretty much get a fireball every time.
Yeah.
You win.
And that was great. Just, like, solid blocking. Right?
Yep.
Good punish. That was just a solid play there.
Yeah, fighting game fundamentals, guys. Take you a long way. We've had some fun chats about fundamentals in Discord lately. A lot of players seem to think they can just come into Fantasy Strike and, like, I'm good at Tekken, I'm good at King of Fighters, I'm good at Soul Calibur. Why am I not just good at this? So
Yeah.
it turns out it's just not. You know, you still got to learn things.
Oh, for sure. Like, this is what I really found, right? Like, those fundamentals go a very, very long way in Fantasy Strike. But because of that, you end up playing people who know all these hyper situational bits of knowledge, which goes so far. Like, the super specific character matchup knowledge that you get in Fantasy Strike pays off even more. So when you don't have that, you're just like, why am I getting bodied by this?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And it's easy to boil it down too, just because the options are so limited. You know, it's like, for us, it's like a designer, like from the designer standpoint. Like, full disclosure, if you guys didn't know, my name's Leontes. I work on the game. It's really easy for us to tune balance when, you know, there aren't a lot of knobs to turn. It just makes it really simple. Like, oh, this character's getting oppressed really hard by this one move. Is that one move the problem, or is there some other situations being set up? It's like really easy to replicate, and also it allows like strategies that don't involve ridiculous execution to be kind of figured out more easily in that sense. Like, imagine a theoretical fighting game character in like Tekken that could do something absolutely crazy. If they could always do it, they would be the best. We don't really have to worry about that in this game.
Yeah.
Like, people can just always do the really, really hard stuff, whether that's really hard to do or not. And it's easy to just figure out what's good and what isn't. So just balancing the game makes it easier when you have fewer options. Let's see. We got Rookhugger and Aphotics. See, says Wheezy played against Rivenworm. He's about to. We'll wait for him to play against Elo if he gets into that. So yeah, let's watch Aphotics and Rookhugger then. That sounds good.
All right. Hopping in. I wanted to ask you something about that from a design perspective. Sure. What did you guys consider for peripherals like hitboxes? I mean, you've seen a lot of the stuff in Street Fighter recently with Daigo picking up a hitbox or a Gaffro box and having like the SOCD issue, right? The simultaneous opposite cardinal directions, right? It's like, is that something that you guys really take into consideration going into building the game?
Yes. Part of it is, I don't know if you know much about how Sterling feels about those things, but
I haven't heard actually.
So his opinion is that they are objectively better. Like, it is objectively better to use hitbox than it is to use like stick or pad or anything. Like, there will always be technology that comes out that, because of the way the game is designed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can get advantages out of stuff like that. And because Sterling is very, very much anti like pay to win in that sense, Like, he does feel like there will come a time when people will just create something like the Gaffro box that just does obsolete all other options.
Yeah.
And so to prevent that from happening, we kind of want our game to not really be about that. Just like, what if you can't get an advantage? What if playing on a guitar is the same as playing on keyboard, is the same as playing on anything? And that is kind of a design goal. Like, a lot of other things go into it too. Like, you can't have invincible reversals on one button that are just that dumb. You know, like Rising Thunder kind of had a couple moves like that were just built around, I have a cooldown, so therefore I'm somehow fair, right? But it kind of wasn't. Like, Shell's DP was just absolutely crazy.
Shell was nuts, absolutely.
Like,
I mean, she's my girl, don't get me wrong.
oh yeah,
But-
no, Filipino champ will tell you, like, yeah, I'll just play Rising Thunder, I'll just play Chell, and she's the best, so.
Yeah.
And speaking of the best, we got two of the master players right now.
Aphotics and Rookhugger.
Yeah, Aphotics, longtime Serlin gamer since the Yomi days, but just getting into Fantasy Strike just because, you know, you can. It's a, you know, a fan of fighting games. Him and Serlin have a long history of playing games like Soul Calibur together and in real life and whatnot. So he's just kind of always been around. And look at my friends list. I think he's actually rank 2, and yeah, rank 2 versus rank 1 right now.
Yeah. These are some of the best players in the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, Aphotics actually wrote a guide for Argagarg recently, so if you're looking to learn how to play the Fishman, either watch this as an example or read his guide. I'm sure it's floating around somewhere in the Discord. I don't know if it's been
In the
pinned.
Discord, yeah. It's in the ether somewhere.
Yeah, it could be on our official forums.
Man, look at this. This is just like oppressive walk
Desync.
forward. Oh, desync. Oppressive walking forward from Argagarg there.
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing is in that matchup when you play like Geiger versus any zoner, you have to just use time stop as much as possible to mitigate whatever advantage they get, and every other zoner kind of has to rush him down a little bit, even Argagarg. But at least Arg has like the inevitability factor of if you just do nothing and I poison you, you know, ball's in your court.
Yeah. Yeah, using drop kicks here to get over the fish and close some distance.
Is he gonna get a throw here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's up?
Pop.
Yep.
Didn't go for the purple there. He might have been able to because of the Oki purple. But I think we're looking good right now.
Yeah. Rookhugger there using the backstep
Oh.
to close that distance and keep his charge. Very nice.
Yeah, excellent drop gear though. That was nice.
Oh, let's go. Can't just stick out your Dulcim arms like that. Like, it knocks him out of the air, falls onto the time spiral. It's building up some chip damage, but okay. Rookhugger just gonna sit back here. Nice, whipping back this range.
Okay, gets him in the corner. Oh, the God Hand.
Alright, this is oh no.
Had to cancel, but there was no way actually. Maybe Bluefish could have come out fast enough to trade, but maybe it wouldn't have. Oof, barely missing those noodle hands. Something that really helps out is like getting the trade. Yeah, that's it right there. That's what you want.
Yeah, a lot of Argagarg players can't quite time that right and end up just trading, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, Aphotics knowing better here. Gonna get a pause into back. Oh! Didn't get it. I know that was just. That was basically Aphotics' round to lose there with that. Like, he had that set up, but he just had to make sure that he timed it right. Okay, goes to the hard read on the neutral A.
2 rounds apiece here.
The more times that Rookhugger spends not spending meter and like letting Arc build is like just so much better for Aphotics right now. It's, you know, essentially any mana not spent regenerating, as it were, is just bad for you. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, especially in a game where you can't whiff normals to build meter, right? In this
Right.
situation, so it's like, yeah, it's lost.
It's just
opportunity
lost.
at that point.
Yeah, a little bit too. Oh no.
Ooh, dive onto the time spiral.
Okay.
Pop right away, yeah.
Now it's gonna just be really worried about time stop. There it is. But
There
I
you
think the
go.
blue fish is in a really good spot. He's actually gonna take at least one. No.
Oh, he gets through. Nice punish.
That was actually, I couldn't really tell what was going to happen there.
Yeah, that was super close for positioning. I mean, and that's something that once again, this game comes down a lot to like micro positioning, right? Making sure that you're hitting a character out of the air, that they're at the right height, so you can get 2 hits out of a juggle, right? Making sure, just like this micro positioning with Jaina, for example, or in this case, using Wound with Grave.
Yeah.
Lovely though. Got a mirror match. I am not the hugest fan of mirror matches. I just find them particularly frustrating.
I mean, I've talked to Wheezy a lot about mirror matches. I think they're fun. I don't hate them as much as most people do. I do agree that like there can be really silly interactions and things that are just not in other matchups. But I still think it's kind of funny and emergent. Like, it's definitely no indicator of who's better at the character, who wins or whatever. Like,
no, absolutely.
I don't care about any of that. Like, I actually have some matchups where I like the mirror because it feels fun. Like, I think the Valerie mirror is actually fun to play, so I don't know.
I mean, it's certainly fun to watch, but
yeah. But do you want to put yourself through those things?
Right, I'm not entirely sure about that.
Everyone loves a good Lum mirror, though, right?
That is true. Yeah. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Alright, good job with the sweeper there. Nice cross up. Oh, he's been getting some good mileage out of that. Oh, nice sweep.
Round 4. Fight.
Alright, throws out the wind. Cancel out any of that pushback. Alright. Hey, Phoenix finally blocking that cross-up pinwheel there. Oh, Rookhugger stays the same side this time, but gets punished for it. Once again, another 2 rounds apiece. Going down to the wire.
Oh, no. Good punish there from Rookhugger. Okay. Gotta worry about neutral swords here in this matchup a ton. I think that's what makes it so
you haven't
fun.
really seen that much out of them.
I think it's like what you should be doing, but oh, what a Yomi counter! It's so far away too. He baits it. Yeah, Rookhugger's gonna take this one.
That's it. Yeah, Rookhugger there. He had all the life. He had the corner pressure. That was gonna be super hard to come back from for Aphotics.
All right, these are both pretty decent matchups for Aphotics to come back in. I do like Valerie in this matchup, and I've talked to Rookhugger a bunch about little things and shortcuts and stuff you can do to get around back A, but this is still a tale of like ARG back A being insane.
Yeah.
So just how can, if Rookhugger can navigate it, you get in like that, you get to do a lot of rekkas, and you get to sort of do some spacing tricks to make sure you don't get blown up like that. And this is exactly how this can go wrong for Val, and it might just be over right now.
Right? 2 damage and then a poison.
Oh, Rainbow's in. I've expected an airfish. Okay, easy pop.
Yep.
Poisoned, and we're out again. And now all Aphotics got to do is
just gotta
wait.
make a move.
Wait for super meter. That's it. If he just waits and gets a bubble, it's going to be impossible for Rookhugger to come back. Okay, he bets it on that, but it's fine.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh man. The up punch from Margaret
Oh,
so strong.
Oh, he didn't get the forward A, but he still got the forward A, even though he didn't get the forward A. Okay.
Yeah. Goldfish coming right up in the middle.
Yep.
It's tough, right? Like you've gotta.
That first.
You can't let him set up that wall.
Yeah.
This first interaction is so important.
I was to say the exact words you just said. Literally, like the first, combat, as it were, where you start out and it's like, well, I could do forward B, I could do forward A, I could do a micro walk into forward B, and those all have different responses from ARG that he has to do. So there is like this tiny little segment where a lot can happen for either character.
Yeah, and very quickly. And now you see this, and it just like it slows to a crawl.
Yep. And we got the
Really
bubble
got it.
shield though,
Valerie
so
has to be
it's gonna be
so
so tough. It's got to be a really good chromatic orb. That's it. Okay, now the bubble's gone. You can go in.
Okay. Yeah, this is the opportunity.
And the juggle. So yeah, chromatic
Very
orb was like the
nice.
only way out. But just the spending of the bubble shield preemptively was a little bit rough for Aphotics. But now he's got 2 poison on. He's got super meter. Only 1 real HP to take down still. Keeps letting her get in with that rainbow.
Yeah.
He's just going for the back A on it.
Yeah, Art doesn't have super. Oh, doesn't have super. Didn't matter though.
Yeah, he keeps trying to use the back A anti-air, and he's just a little bit late on it. But I'm pretty sure you could win that, no problem.
Game 5. You haven't practiced enough.
Life and love and painting.
But yeah, these 2 players here really showing their skill level off, right? It's going down to the wire every single time.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
And this matchup, since I'm a bad grave, I don't, do all the things that murder Valerie in it, but I know that it's pretty grave favored. Mostly because, well, maybe I'm not a good Valerie. Mostly because the Vals that I play against beat me. Or sorry, the graves that I play against just dominate me, and then I don't really do well on the other side of the matchup.
Right? 40. Oh, he's
Ouch. I'm still in. This corner pressure from Rookhugger. Nice block on the cross up. Good frame trap there from Aphotics, but a 3 damage conversion. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, really, really good cross ups and like just following up with combos and maximizing damage from both players right now. Okay, it's the neutral. Oh, there it is. Deep animation. Rookhugger just trying to read a fast fireball and then trying to block the potential cross up after the jump B and just takes the forward A, the jump forward A. So looking at match point now for Aphotics. Gets a random jump B, cross up time, missed it, and this is looking real good for Aphotics.
this is very good for Aphotics. Yeah.
It's got meter. That's it. So Aphotics wins 3-2. He's gonna push Rookhugger down to loser's side. And with that, I think we're gonna do a key giveaway
Ooh.
because we have some donated keys from some of the community members. I know that Eric Dredd sent one in.
Man, can I just say how fantastic this community is? Like,
Oh, yeah.
honestly, the support that's being thrown out there, and this just goes to show. I want to say everyone's like, go support your local streamers.
Yeah.
Get in there and drop your subs, and that's true. That's great, but like, man, you can contribute to this community in so many ways. You could be making combo videos or tutorials, or like just supporting events and helping with donating keys and pot bonuses and getting people in there.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. It's like we're finally getting to the point. Like we were in early access for a long time, so it was a lot of just like the super fans of Serlin and the other games that we've made have been around. But now that we're finally out, it's starting to sort of bleed out a little bit, and we're seeing little like pockets like yours, like Toronto top tiers, like coming up and just showing some love for the game. So that's really good. So let's see. We got 29 people in chat right now. What do you guys want to throw in the chat to enter this bracket? so a 1. What do we want? What do we want to do? See, if Thilo's in there, he can't win a key. He's disqualified. Yeah. So if you're in the chat and you don't already own the game, just throw us a 1 in the chat and
There you
enter
go.
to win a Fantasy Strike key for, I believe it's a. I honestly don't know the platform. Someone has to tell me. I've given out keys to everybody, and they all look the same. So.
That's true. I can't tell the difference based on that.
Yeah. So go through all my spreadsheets and figure out which key that actually belongs to. It's a PC key? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Is no one going to
drop
enter
it,
this? Is no one going to enter this? Have we done too many key giveaways to the point where there just are no keys to give away? Like, it is possible.
But we've reached full saturation.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, everyone in the chat might have the game. That might just be 100% true. If that's the case, it just shows that everyone who's here is like already committed, you know?
Well, much love, folks.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead. Get a key. If you already own it, get a key. You can throw it at a friend. That's fine with us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the important thing, right? Like, get it to someone who you think might enjoy it, who's, someone who's never tried the game before. Someone who,
Somebody who plays fighting games. Somebody who doesn't play fighting
Someone
games.
who plays fighting games. Yeah, anyone. Someone who wants to play some fun games.
So we're going to get into another winner side match between Cweezy and Thilo.
Game one.
Cweezy rank number 2 on the server, but possibly rank 1 in most people's hearts as far as his tournament record goes. Just winning pretty much everything that he enters for the game.
He's devastating.
Yeah. He's going to be using a Setsuki tech that he picked up pretty recently. And so basically it's like a repeated jump C tactic that he's trying to figure out like the perfect ways to really abuse it, because it is like plus on block. You'll see right there, it does chip.
Yeah.
If it connects, it sets up lots of combos. And it's really tough for most characters to reversal as well. So, almost got the anti-air on that. Okay, Tumblr, start the show. And he goes jump C, jump C.
CC.
And this should actually squeak. Nah, no animation.
Okay.
So again, he's like exploring this with better spacing. He might have been able to.
He might have been able to get over top of it.
Yeah. Oh, got the wrong direction. The wrong direction jump A on that.
Yeah. Tries to escape. I'm not sure what he tried to escape with there. If it was just ninja port or.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Trying to rely on the invincibility later on in the move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what he wanted last time.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Thilo finds a gap in the block string. The Grave can neutralize the Flying Fox, Isaac? Not meaty like that. And definitely not the second one. And you're so plus afterwards. And it's hard to tell how it works. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Big damage.
Oh, just
Gets the knockdown. Oh. Tries it twice. Doesn't work.
I did a neutral jump there. Could have got 3. Oh no!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Some kind of fat finger there, possibly on the super. Don't think Thilo meant to do that. Yeah. Thilo, of course, the technical director for Fantasy Strike. So a lot of the magic of what you're seeing here on the screen is made by only a few people. It's Thilo, our buddy Fab, over there in Australia, Sterling himself. Oh, I got desync.
Okay. So we've got Wheezy's Geiger pushing Thilo into the corner here. Really in control. Making good use out of his drop kicks to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, just closing space. You don't want to give Argard any time. And then just sort of just punish anything that he does with time stop once you get in there.
Yeah, and very, very good use of jump forward A from Geiger there. I keep telling that to the new players who are trying to use, flash kick and backhand, and I'm like, jump forward A works really well. If someone jumps at you from afar, it's a super strong move.
Yes. And Geiger, the horizontal lines guy.
Yeah. With his vertical pinstripe suit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that.
That's fine. Yeah, jump into that poison if you can get the hit anyways.
Okay, hard read on the flash gear there. I think he's okay just waiting for super, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, good time.
Nice anti-air.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, just following with the jump A. It's very oppressive, standard Geiger stuff. Oh, could have got the forward A there, but... Oh, hitboxes. That was even on block, too. Or even on hit with a forward A, which is super rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, both players are trying to rush each other down now, just putting their... Ooh, is he going to touch that one?
Yeah, fish. Nice.
Good throw. Oh wow!
Oh.
Saying you want to spend that bubble, you can. I'm gonna punch you. Caught him Yomi countering there.
You win.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Mhm.
For those who don't play the game,
Very
they
nice
see a
play.
situation like that, they don't quite understand all the different nuances that went into that 7-frame window. There's so many times in this game where you get these scrambles that both players are playing multiple options and they're fuzzying so many things. It's just tough to tell if you haven't played the game
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's some of the finer intricacies that are hard to grasp. This game does a great job at allowing you good visual cues to be able to parse all this information.
Yes.
But the tactical decisions behind it, it's still kind of opaque, right?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
The main things you always got to consider in most situations are just should I block? Should I Yomi counter? Should I throw? If you start with those three things, right? You can deal with most of the things that exist in the game, and then very rarely you could say stuff like maybe I can neutral A, maybe I can use a ground super, maybe. But those are the first three options that are the most
you should be
important.
going through those, yeah. Oh, no throw from Grave there.
Oh, Midori actually gets the jump. Oh no. This is going to be a 5 damage setup. He's not quite dead, but jump A. Neutral A fireball.
Oh, so good. Oh,
A little bit too far.
Yeah. Just gotta eat some of that chip damage.
Oh, slow fireball.
Round.
Fast fireball might have come out quick enough to
Maybe,
beat the
yeah.
ground B. Good walk under throw. Got to be careful with your meaties here against Midori. Very good use of the ground super.
That is a surprising horizontal reach.
Oh yeah. One of your best footsies tools for Grave actually doesn't even involve buttons. It's just in a fireball war, you walk forward, you see them go for it, and then you just catch them. You do this against Geiger all the time. Deal with hit confirm. Very nice. Clapping those wings. Okay. Uh-oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Dragon
good
form.
recognition of the meter level there.
Yep.
Round 5.
It's one thing to always look out for when you're playing Midori is what will happen to me if I lose my meter now? And against Jaina and Grave, it can be really devastating to get animation to death.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
Jaina, you can be at 3/4 meter basically, and you get hit with a ground super, and then you take 5 damage. It's super brutal. Okay, so Weezy looking to close this one out. Yeah, fat fireball.
Perfect. You win.
Very good job taking that 3-0.
Yeah, pretty good fight there from Thilo at the end in that matchup, though. Okay, so going back to the bracket, looks like we have a winner side finals between Weezy and Aphotics. And that would be a best of 3.
And on the bottom side of the bracket, we've got Rook Hugger versus Merciful Hacker.
Yep. And the winner of PTRSD Boy and Daniel is going to play against Dilo. So we got a lot of killers left. So
Absolutely.
whoever comes out of losers is going to be a monster in this tournament.
Yeah, every tournament, man, you go through it and you're like, I'm surprised. You look at this, Omniraptor, right?
Yeah.
Omniraptor is such a strong player.
Oh, no.
And you see
So he actually didn't show up. So,
he didn't.
Good idea, but bad
okay,
example
okay,
there.
Okay.
But you're right, though.
Totally fair.
He could have lost 2-0.
Right?
Just
He
by
could've
being
lost
good.
2-0, just by losing a PTRSD boys. Very good player, right?
Yeah.
You lose that and you get dropped into losers. It's a tough road coming through losers.
Yeah.
When you see the people playing in this game.
Yeah. And it's also the kind of thing where you would expect, not expect, but some people expect. They come into Fantasy Strike thinking okay, well, it's an easy game, so, if I just learn the basic stuff, it's kind of a wash who wins, right? It's just kind of it's all coin flips, it's all reads, whatever. None of it's real, and nobody can really outplay anybody. We consistently see the same top 4 all the time with these tournaments, so
All the time.
It's less prescriptive than you think.
Absolutely. I mean, it's funny. People would always say that about a lot of about Marvel games, where Marvel is so random, right? But then you see the same 8 players consistently making top 8. It's no, these guys know something. There's something about this game that they figured out, right?
Yeah.
And just in any fighting game, you're going to see the talented players and the people who have really analyzed the different situations like rise to the top.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument about poker. It's like, oh yeah, there's
right?
thousands of people at the World Series of Poker, and yet, you know, we'll just have the same top table every time somehow. Oh,
Every
random
time,
game.
right? It's luck of the draw, right?
Oh yeah, it's just luck. Sometimes you get like a player will come out of nowhere, but that's fine. That means that there's some variance to the game. That means you should ever try.
Exactly.
but you know, yeah, I'm asking the okay. So top the winners is gonna wait. Winner side will wait, and then we'll end up watching some losers matches. Let's go back to Thilo and see if he makes it to the next stage. So we'll go Thilo versus PTR.
All right. Oh, yeah, so PTR Boy taking it over Daniel.
Let's do Thilo versus PTR just to get some more ARG for the stream. Since we'll see both players picking ARG. And there's been a ARG drought, as it were. In the last the CGL tournament, the only person who played ARG was ForeverKing. Ended up winning, so we saw a lot of it. But
that is true.
I'm really happy to see that too. Seeing some of the top players from other games pick up our game and enjoy it. Just going through the friends list. I think I don't know if Mike and Ike has made it up to Master yet, but I see that's... Where are you at? Way back here.
Yeah, MK ForeverKing, 14 Master.
Yeah, ForeverKing made it. That's nice. Somewhere in there. Yeah, there he is. Mike and Ike, he's just Diamond D. Played a little bit.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun with that tournament. It was really great to see a lot of the good players, like, just at least give it a shot. And speaking of giving a shot, we're gonna have Fantasy Strike at Frosty Fausting's 2020 over in Wheeling, Illinois. So if you go to our events page on fantasystrike.com, online sessions ended. Try to jump back.
Strange. I am so hyped for that. You have no idea.
You're gonna go, right? You're not too far away.
I am going. I'm registered. My hotel's booked. I just need a flight.
Nice. I mean, you could drive, right?
I do not drive, so I couldn't.
Well, someone from your local can drive.
Convincing Mrs. MKL to drive out to Illinois in the middle of winter might be a little difficult.
Sure. Well, I mean, there's got to be somebody from Toronto Top Tiers who wants to go to play something else, right?
Oh yeah. No, I'm sure I could figure something out. But,
yeah.
I'm gonna be there. I am so excited.
Yeah, I will be there as well. Hopefully, I'll be commentating the tournament. I think I am. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do when I'm there, but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be available.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. I've seen Eric Threads out there. I know he said he's registered.
Yeah, Weezy's gonna make it out.
Like, he's gonna make it out. We're gonna get to actually have a nice little Fantasy Strike get together. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so hoping to see some of the more rabid fan base in the extended FGC like Nikki and ForeverKing who want to play. Maybe Katana Prime.
Yep, I think Wheels is registered.
Yes, Wheels is registered, yeah. The KI God. Oh, PTR not going for a... trying to go for a cheeky chip setup there, but doesn't get it. Thilo just jump A over the Bluefish. Yeah, Pirate King's going to try and go.
Oh yeah, Pirate King's gonna try to go as well.
Yep.
Nice.
So somebody will commentate the game. We will have somebody on the mic.
Yeah. We're gonna have somebody there. Don't worry.
I will not be playing in the tournament, so chances are it'll be me. Like, not that I would win or anything. It's always fun when like Harada plays Tekken. Everyone laughs at that. So.
Oh, for sure. It's always a blast to see him in a bracket.
And I think players like want to play against Harada, but when it comes to like an indie fighter that people are learning to play, I think it's kind of
A little bit different.
a little bit of a different look if I were to join the tournament and take somebody out of in pools or whatever. Feel a little cheated maybe, but if you get bought by Harada and Tekken, then that's on you.
Yeah.
Or like Ono in SF5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a story that you take home with you,
Okay, PTRSD boy up a round right now.
Yep. Trying to do some work here with... I like the Grave versus Arg matchup. To be honest, like, part of me picking up Grave was struggling with Argagarg a lot with Valerie and Midori. And because we have like a conquest format in Fantasy Strike's ranked mode, it doesn't really help me to have a Grave that can beat Argagarg. But it was kind of like a tension release sort of thing where at least I have one of these characters that I'm decently like able to contest him. Yeah. So I'm learning the matchups because obviously I have to. Like if he has an Argagarg, I have to beat him with all three of my characters.
Yeah.
One of the quirks of team battle is you can't actually say like, well, I'll just have a Grave to beat the Argagarg and then I want to deal with it. No, your whole team has to be able to.
Yeah, you can't just have like one pocket character that you're like, okay, this is my guy.
Yeah, there isn't. Yeah, and there isn't like a meta of, okay, this person plays a Rook, so I'm just gonna put my fraud Jaina in, you know, just to stonewall the Rook, as it were.
Yeah,
like, you can't do that. So, but you know, I've had to learn how to play Val v Arg and Midori v Arg. Both very like they can be difficult matchups, especially Midori versus Arg.
But, I mean, I find it interesting. Like that's one of my things where I struggle with Grave versus Arg really. So like
Sure.
I'm always like, no, gotta get my Jaina in there.
Yeah. Well, let's see the other side of it. Oh yeah, Jaina just bullies him. It's like ground B, walk forward, ground B, walk forward, ground B, walk forward.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Give him a little taste of his own medicine here. I mean, the thing that you gain with Grave is you gain wind, you gain a good reversal, and you gain you can throw fireballs at him, and sword is not a bad button.
No, that's true. Sword definitely comes in handy in this matchup. So.
Yeah.
Gotta pop. Oh, blocks it.
And you got the same thing in like this matchup against you do against Geiger. Like you just walk forward super is just an option at all points in the game. It's really dangerous. Yeah, like that. The animation too. Like look at that thing.
Animation. I did not think that was gonna animate. All right.
I thought it was gonna graze, but you know it would have been enough. Yeah, and that's to me that's the real strength of like Grave in this matchup is so walk forward sword, walk forward super. You got the wind. Yeah, just counteracts the big fish there.
Oh yeah, this is
exactly
really
what he wants to do.
Pressure.
Makes you call it lightning cloud, right? It's lightning pressure, lightning loops.
Different kind of lightning loops.
It's gonna touch? Not quite. Oh, but the sword.
Ooh, very nice sword.
I mean, the lightning type taking out the water type. Gotta swap in that rock guy to deal with the lightning moves. Somehow Jaina does real well against the water guy too, though. He must have a little ice in there. Take a jump A.
Man.
Oh no, you don't want to do that. Oh, he doesn't actually punish.
Nobody punished though.
Yeah. There it is, sashimi.
There you go.
Walk forward, pop. Nope.
Nope.
Takes the one. See, they're right there. Like, the hard read from Thilo could have just been ground super and he's just dead.
True.
It's so dangerous.
That was such good spacing from Thilo there.
Yeah, man. SC players, they got this the sense of putting you in the corner and throwing fireballs at you that takes years and years and years of practice. But with Arg there, it's like you can't necessarily just jump over it. You can't just be like, oh, I know you're going to fireball. I'm just going to jump A. Like most characters in the game could, but not Arg.
Nope. So floaty.
Okay, so what's your opinion on this matchup? Because I have one. Maybe a hot take.
You got a hot take? I want to hear the hot take.
Oh, Midori just blows him up.
But yeah?
Yeah. I think Midori just bops Rook in this matchup.
See, this is not a matchup that I've played much.
Yeah.
Right? So...
I mean, this can happen to any character, okay? Let's not talk about this right here.
I was going to say, this is not indicative of anything.
No, but at least he's alive because he has 7 HP, and that matters. It means he has to take... He needs 33% more correct reads to kill Midori for one. But I feel like Dragon Form is so good against Rook. And just even the neutral. Like, one of the tricks that I use in this matchup as Midori is just neutral jump. Neutral jump A.
Okay.
You can actually get close enough and like go forward and oh no, not that button! Oh, just command grab. Actually, immediate command grab would have just killed him. But you do the floaty kick, right? And you can actually move forward close enough to hit Rook trying to anti-air you with C, and still like slide back to not get caught by it.
Really?
It's like super disgusting, yeah. Because they see you jump, they're gonna want to use anti-air. Like, oh, I'm only gonna get one hit out of it, so I'll just do a C, and then you can just float away, but you still get the 1 damage. And the whole time you're just wasting time. You just want to be a dragon. Bounce. You're still dead. So there you want to jump dragon form and then do a B. Ground C. Both players using the cheater skins for both characters to hide their armor and plus frames. And their plus frames, right?
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, harder to see the armor on the blue characters and the blue sparks.
Yeah. Yo, whatever tools you can use, right?
Yeah. Mostly kidding. Mostly.
Mostly. Too far away. Couldn't get anything on the transform there.
Yeah. So if Dilo uses that, like, yeah, exactly. He heard me.
Okay,
he's listening to the stream.
Yeah, he heard you. Yeah, he's
listening.
He's watching. Yeah.
So jump B is cool and all, but really,
Something tells me Thilo screen watched in GoldenEye as well.
oh yeah, play to win, dude. And actually, ground C beats that.
Wow.
Yep. 1,
Really
2,
good
3,
pressure.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dang.
And yeah, the neutral A plan, the neutral jump A plan also helps a lot in the event that you're trying to just do nothing as long as possible to get Dragon Meter. I don't think you wanted to be in the corner though. Excellent parry. I wouldn't even be doing this.
Jump forward A pressure. Oh man.
I wouldn't even be doing this. Just waste time. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble.
No.
Okay. That's the thing. You give Rook the outs by moving to him. Don't let him get close. He tells you. He tells you before the fight starts.
It's true. I mean, you can't. He warns you.
Let's have it there. Water can crash.
You know, I one time somebody said in the chat that Rook's payoff when he gets in isn't high enough. And I think I wrote like a little like 3x3 matrix of like, oh, well, here's what he has to beat whatever you can do. Here's the benefit he gets, and here's the OK he gets after.
Yeah.
And he's something like right 66%, and then 2 damage and repeat for like a lot of the options. Like, okay, what more do you want, dude?
Right?
Oh no, into the corner, has the bubble.
Yeah, this is okay. Good position for PTRSD boy here.
Yeah. So again, I'm a Midori player, so a lot of my opinions are going to be kind of based on that side of it. Essentially, I like to waste time in this matchup too. I think Dragon does pretty well against Argagarg, and if you can get away with some stuff, then you do. But for the most part, you're not going to get away with a whole lot. Nice. Oh, what the?
Cross up.
Okay.
So I was gonna say, how hard is it to time that cross up?
It's not too bad.
dive from Dragon. No, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's also one of those Marvel mix-ups where you don't have to know what you're doing. Like, you're not the one blocking it, so who cares? Like,
Yeah.
if you,
Just throw it out there.
yeah, if you, nice parry. Excellently done. Trying to capitalize on his media attempt there. Good pop. Yeah, frame 1, you do not get to parry, so if it's a true meaty. Alright, so Thilo looking to close this one out. Last call for the key giveaway, guys. If you want to type 1 in the chat, it's your last chance. I hope that all 37 of you already own the game, though, and you just push the button just to get one for your friend. Double shield, what's the mix-up? Yomi counter.
Dang. I mean, Thilo had started this round off. There you go. Super strong, full Dragon Meter.
Yeah.
And it was really smart, right? He used it at the very end of the last round and was able to carry it through.
Yep. So
It's really
Thilo,
interesting, like the kind of idea of meter management, right? It's Fantasy Strike isn't a super like systems intensive game.
right.
You don't usually have to consider that, but it's still there, right? Like you have to be aware of when you're going to leave yourself vulnerable when you go back into human form, and yeah, how are you going to manage your meter across these various rounds?
Yeah, and like Midori also is one of the few characters in the game that actually has a method for building more meter. You can parry and get meter faster, but also there's little quirks like if you throw somebody, they don't build meter while they're knocked down. We get a Yomi counter, you get full super immediately. So there's lots of little techniques you can use. And for Midori in particular, in a team battle situation where he only needs to win 3 rounds, like he can be a little bit feast or famine. As opposed to when you play him in a casual game where it's like first to 4, where Dragon Form can be a little bit more like drawn out. You might get more of them, but they have the less of an ability to just like drive 3 quick wins and take the set.
Yeah. I mean, that is a risk of the ranked mode, right? It's like you can get steamrolled 3 rounds pretty easily, right? If you just make a couple wrong guesses,
yes,
that's the round, right? So
still way more time than you get in ST though.
Yeah,
and you know that because you still run ST tournaments at Stunlock, right? Or Stun City.
No, I wouldn't run them, but I would. I was always an avid spectator. So.
Yeah.
Game 1.
Yeah, it's in that game. It's like imagine this, but all these are like best of 1.
Yeah.
And then you can get stunned and die, and like it's super insane. Like imagine like half your tournament is dead because Ryu got to jump in on you at the very start of the round, and then just like the game decided to stun you because that's what happens. It's like actually like there's random stun.
It's actually random stun, yeah.
And so you do that, and then you just lose the round 1. Okay, cool. That's half the game, and it's a best of 3.
Awesome.
Yep. And that's your tournament life. And a shout out to Serlin and Choi and all those guys back in the day for putting up with that. That's what they had.
Those brave souls.
Oh yeah.
Round 2.
So in this matchup, I play both these characters. So little intricacies about when Midori can actually parry. There, he thought he could, but you can't. If you get caught by the first 2, the cyan magenta, you are not allowed to parry the yellow.
3.
Man, this is some connection problems here.
Fast round.
It's like still kind of working out though. But here's the thing, it's round 3. Rookhager's on game point, and we've seen the first Dragon Form from Merciful, and he's already like down to 4 health. Ooh. Didn't get the punish.
So close.
No, I think you're in huge trouble here. So let's assume for a second that he could block all that. He's still gonna detransition, and then he's gonna die.
And then he's gonna die. Yeah.
So there was definitely a famine round, a famine game there for the dragon.
Midori, yeah.
Could not find a sheep to eat.
Love and painting.
And now we're getting into
Round 1.
Valerie versus
Geiger.
Geiger.
Time spiral. Drop gear.
Yeah, so Rookhager's gonna want to slow this down as much as possible.
Rainbow.
Okay, good use of 4 rainbows, 4 damage. That's a juggle.
Juggle.
And then yeah, you basically just win in neutral if you're that close as Geiger and she doesn't want to commit the chromatic orb, then you're not gonna you're not gonna be able to deal with it.
Drop gear.
So from watching
Drop gear.
some games of Wheezy versus other players' Geigers, I'm noticing the way to beat Flash the drop gear, because the drop gear is maybe the most oppressive part of the whole matchup. Oh, the juggle is so sad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the most oppressive part of the matchup is the drop gear. So if you can space it out to where he whiffs it, you just want to get your 2 Rekkas in and back up.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't take the 2. Gets it anyway, I guess. 3 throws.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna let me keep throwing you.
Round 4.
That's Fantasy Strike, right?
Fight.
Time spiral. Drop gear. Drop gear. Drop gear. Time spiral. Flash gear. Time spiral.
Yeah, Rainbow's over the time spiral, but I mean,
Flash gear.
that's the risk, right? Like you're just gonna get flash geared eventually. Oh. Right into the big gear, and that's the round.
You lose.
Good stuff.
I mean, it's funny. Like you think about the disc from Valerie and the gear super from Geiger. Sometimes it might be worth it to just trade,
Yeah.
right?
So burn
Take
people out
the
of
1
meter.
damage
Yeah.
from it, as opposed to blocking, taking chip damage, and then them having a setup afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Landslide.
No, lots of little positional things in the game that matter. They matter so much because you have no health.
Yeah. Even the big bruisers, the Rook and Rook and Midori, it's like, yeah, they have a bunch of health, but still not that much.
No. It's, you can look at it one of two ways. Either you have no health, or everyone does tons of damage. But either way is how it works in like ST. So, yeah, for a grappler in particular, a buddy of mine once told me, like a Street Fighter 4 player from like back in the day, really good analogy for what the life bar actually means in a fighting game. And in our fighting game, it's even more prescriptive because of the pips, right?
Yeah.
But your life is kind of like your chip stack in heads-up poker or something, where like the amount of chips you have, the more risks you can take inherently, and the more like you can spend to put yourself in a positional advantage to win the game. And again, it doesn't matter if you have 1 health when you win or lose. Like what matters, or it does matter when you lose. But right now, like Rook is in a position to take more risks, and he could, but also it means that Merciful Hacker has to take more risks to get out of the situation. So when you're in neutral like this, you can play good hands only, right?
Yeah.
When you're at 1 HP, maybe you got to play a bad hand every once in a while, or maybe you got to wait even longer for a good hand. And you can keep because you have so much choice in a fighting game though. Like you don't have to do bad stuff, but you might be forced to go for the crazy Valerie mix-up if this is the only way that you win the set. Or like here.
Well, suddenly those high-risk options become like, well,
yeah,
that might be the option, right?
Exactly. So shout-outs to our 2 winners, Sia Wall and, let's see, Igo. I'll call you Igo_E.
Nice find through the watermelon.
Yeah, Rookhoger really clawing back on this one. So now, oh, you're dead.
Wow.
And yeah,
I was gonna
Rookhoger.
say Merciful Hacker was making his way out of the corner there. Was like fighting for his life.
Yeah, surprisingly tough to block the Thunderclap meaty. Like a lot of people have problems with it.
Ah, for sure.
It's just because you're so scared. Like you just know that you want to be neutral, and you want to. Sorry, doing bracket stuff.
No problem.
Yeah, you want to stand neutral because you just can't get thrown again. Like you just cannot get thrown again. If you get thrown again, it's the hugest tragedy in the whole situation. So you're willing to take the neutral A and get reset for 1, but it's just like the Thunderclap just adds another option. And then if you're also gonna just stand there and do absolutely nothing, the Ground Super can blow you up too. So Rook's just Oki game is just great, and it has to be.
It's
okay.
Absolutely, it has to be, and it can be maddening to play against, but it's probably one of the most satisfying things to do yourself.
Oh, totally. So it looks like our losers finals match is coming up now. It's going to be Philo against Rookhoger. And this is going to be a best of 3. Which in Fantasy Strike means a marathon.
Yeah.
Team battle.
Okay, so we got Philo on the left playing his Grave, Midori, Argagarg squad. And yeah, so now Rookhoger not playing the
Rookhoger
Rook.
without the Rook?
Yes.
You haven't practiced enough.
I've seen him do this a lot. Like he typically doesn't play the Rook like maybe against certain players. Like he knows this is like maybe a triple bad matchup for him.
Yeah. And so you have that 4th option just to like rotate in.
Yeah. Because it really does matter if that was an awkward ground B or back A there to dodge the mix up. So another tool that makes this fight hard to Val. But yeah, like you really can target a specific character maybe in someone's matchup or someone's spread. That's a real thing that would happen in like the Hearthstone format of Conquest.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, this deck has like a really bad matchup against these 3 decks, so I'll play those 3. And then if they never beat it, then they never win. So same situation here. If Rookhugger does not feel confident against Grave, Midori, and Argagarg. He knows that he cannot win with Rook in the comp.
Yeah, that's true. Like you were saying, if Rook struggles against Midori, can struggle against Arg. So yeah, that's even 2 out of 3 is something you might want to say, okay, I'll take 50-50s on my other characters for the one better matchup.
Exactly. Oh, the sword. Only when necessary. Gets over, but can he do put? No.
No real punish.
Nice.
Yeah. Jump forward is really nothing you could do at that point.
Yeah. I think I heard the word rainbow come out, but there's no way she was getting out of that one.
Yeah.
Nice mix up. Good block. And so, yeah, that's the thing. Like, does Rookhugger need to know which side he's on? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Only Dilo needs to know that. What if you get a back aid there?
And then he gets the block and still takes the damage, right? Like,
Oh, yeah. No juggle. Close to it. Good sword.
Very good sword.
Okay, tying it up.
That's solid play there.
Yeah, that sword was pretty damn
Spacing
good.
with fireballs and using sword, yeah.
Oh, that's the thing, man. You try to use that forward A tool to stuff fireballs in their startup, and you just eat a jump A. It's so devastating. Good spacing there. No damage on the orb. Yeah, Thilo's Grave takes it. Yeah, pressed off. Grave Sword is actually OP. It will beat anything in the game.
True story. It's a true story.
You haven't practiced enough.
That's definitely taking this game up to new people. People see the sword and they're like, "This thing is crazy. It's unbeatable."
Every button I press, it just wins. That's the thing, though. Like, fighting games teach you really quick. Very, very few genres of game, like in anything, right, tell you that doing nothing or doing the most defensive thing is often very, very smart.
Yeah.
Like 99% of genres these days, the FPS, MOBA, like anything, like you want to push as many things as possible. You want to get those global cooldowns in. You gotta you can't waste a second. Not a single APM. So you play a fighting game, it teaches you to chill. You can't just wake up and push buttons. You can't reversal every single time, and it's just very, very, very different from what people are used to. I mean, we're used to this. We know you gotta hold stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't necessarily stop me from pushing buttons.
No,
I know I should.
that's why I'm bad. But at least I know. I know what the problem is.
Right, that's why we're here and they're there.
Exactly. Nice pop.
Nice pop. Love that little blowfish animation on the pop. It's so good.
Story-wise, Gravesword is like the Pete Holmes sketch about Vega's Claw. Is that the sketch where Vega gets directed to the Street Fighter tournament and they tell him that he should go be in Mortal Kombat instead?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
I think so.
So what are you gonna do? I'm going to put the mask over my face and stab them with my claw. Yeah, that one. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. The mask for my beautiful face.
Oh, no win summon. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Oh, nice. Anti-air into the punches. Nice.
And Lord Bison trying to set up his own fire festival. And there will be elephants. Who's gonna pay for the elephants?
Who's doing this?
Oh yeah, Eric, you gotta look that up.
We just got a fireball battle going on. Gonna be able to pop? No.
Yeah, Philo Arg actually doing really. Oh! The wind actually, he could have got that if not for the wind, but the back A pushed Arg back far enough to not hit that. All right.
Yo, Philo pulling out all the stops right now.
Yeah, looking to eliminate the #1 ranked player on the server, but he's got a hard battle here, Midori versus Geiger. So in this one too, how much time can Midori waste? And how much life is he willing to spend to do that, right? He's got to get Dragon Form, he's got to chill, but if you're taking this much damage, by the time you get Dragon Form, it's not going to help you, and you only have 3 rounds.
Exactly.
Good parry. He's in there. Oh, he didn't convert it. He didn't believe. So there's no way he's not going to block this.
Oh,
Is Midori low tier? I don't believe so.
Round 2. Fight.
I think he's maybe solidly mid in a game with 10 characters.
yeah.
Time spiral. Clockwork.
I mean, honestly, even like some of the worst matchups in the game are still
Yeah,
they
pretty
can be
winnable.
bad, but they're pretty like they're winnable. You can do
Yeah.
it.
Flash gear.
Oh,
Oh, so late.
so
And
active.
then oh, not kicking through that.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral.
So the things that Midori has to do in this matchup
Time spiral.
to win are a massive series of threading the needle. It's if I can parry all the back fists and all the drop gears, and then I can ground B or forward A all the slow gears, and then I can jump A over every fast gear, and that was a jump A over a fast gear, and it still wasn't good
And
enough.
not get flash kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, and it still wasn't good enough. If I could get if I can activate Dragon Form when he does a gear, and then actually punish him with the tail, which he tried to do and didn't do. There's just so much stuff that can go wrong. And it all did. So, there you go.
Let's have a fair fight.
Well, that's it. And it's like Geiger doesn't have like super explosive damage or anything like that.
No.
But man, he can eat away at you in a pretty short period of time, even still.
Yeah, he actually has probably the worst punishes in the game. It's really hard for him to actually get two a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Thank goodness for that.
it's true. I mean, yeah. If he had all like the kind of space control and amazing reversal plus
And then,
that,
and then every time you try to reversal, he's got two without trying. Then yeah, it'd be really bad.
yeah,
Because most of the time you can really just get like a forward A, or the dream is you can get a back A into a C, but it's difficult.
yeah.
Yeah, Rookhugger knows better. Do not let this man butt slam on you. Philo actually a Honda player in the ST days.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Yes. Very, very strong. So it's funny. You see the Midori play is his Honda, and he is also an Axel player in Guilty Gear. So there's his Argagard thread. And then I think regrettably he has to play a third character, so might as well play Grave. That's where I'm at
Right.
with that. So
I think that's where a lot of people are at.
yeah, Jaina too hard. Surprisingly hard character. Wow, the anti-air.
Oh,
Good parry.
nice parry.
Wow.
Oh, that was a super good sequence.
Save? Yes.
Block.
And take two. Oh, he didn't get the throw, though. That could be a disaster. Let's see if Rookhugger can win this round. He got bailed out. That's the thing about the yellow throw. You have to time it against yourself to make sure you don't actually get it. Okay, cool.
Gets clipped jumping though.
Yeah.
Round 4. Fight.
You gotta watch out. You think you're like, you got all that space. I could just jump back, no problem. You take the kick
Okay,
to the chest.
we've seen that jump forward A at each other whiff into throw whiff like 3 times now. The exact interaction keeps happening. Okay, this one.
That's fine. Take it. You get the wind off of it. Try to eat away. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oh no, take two.
Punish.
This one. Good. Very good jumping. That's exactly what you need. Gets the throw finally.
Nice throw.
Super meter
hands.
online for
Sweet.
Rookhugger.
All right.
Careful. Oh no, just get the meter and wait.
Nice anti-air.
Cannot use the armor now. Yeah, tries to get the throw.
Takes a kick to the head. Yeah.
Surprisingly, yes, Grave was in like nearly close enough for that throw to connect. If he had stuck out a normal and a fireball, he could have reached out. So now Thilo gets the matchup he probably wanted. Keep in mind, guys, this is a best of 3, so either player is not eliminated from losing this next game. They just go up 1-0 in the set. So we'll see what Thilo has in store for this foul. Barely doesn't get the meaty there.
Yeah. I'm
Suction.
expecting some parries. I'm expecting some throws.
Good, Yomi counter.
Get exposed.
And 3 more.
Round 2.
And I remember when Midori Grab gave you a mix-up between grab or forward A right after. That was also when Midori, like when the throw button actually wasn't in the game. A little bit of trivia for
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
Strike. There used to not be a throw button, and it was like Street Fighter 2 Guilty Gear style, where you just do forward and attack. This was really crazy for Midori in particular, because a lot of times his mix-ups would just be, I'm going to jump in, and then I'm going to land, and then I'm going to press forward A. And I just described like 9 different things that could happen.
Yeah.
Because of how that interaction works. Like, you got the jump in, they blocked it, so then if you do it early, you get a block string. If you do it late, you get a throw. If you connected with it and you matched it, you got actual 3 damage combo. If it got blocked and then they tried to fuzzy and you could do like forward A, you could still like hit him with the 2 attacks. Like, there's so many things that he didn't really have to think, just like jump A,
Yeah.
forward A. You could also whiff the jump A and then do forward A. I'll say over yet, guys. You guys gotta play again.
Gotta play again. Well, and that seems like something you guys tried to actively avoid, right? Where it's like, no, we want the interactions, but we want you to have to think about the interactions. And so saying, okay, I'm going to do A, and it's going to cover,
Yes.
3/4 of my options, right? It's something it really seems like you wanted to avoid. So,
Oh, that's right. This isn't losers finals. So actually, that's it
is
for
it
Thilo.
semis?
Yes.
Where were we? Oh yeah.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, unfortunately, Thilo out now. So Rookhugger at the top of loser side. So Grats on the top 4, Thilo. Almost clutched it out. And yeah, Wheezy getting back just in time for his match. So now we're going to head on to the winner's side. And see the first of the best of 3s. So here we go. See Wheezy versus Aphotics. Rank 3 versus rank 2 and rank 1 down in losers. So if any indication that the people who play this game are good, and will win if faced against any odds, they'll probably still be the top 3.
Yeah, it's very, very fitting that this group of players ends up at the top of this bracket.
So yeah, haven't necessarily been a ton of surprises. Would have liked to see if Thilo could have run that back. But
Yeah, that would have been nice. I mean, missed some of the matches down here. Would have been nice to see like Daniel versus PyrateKing and PTRSD Boy to see how those matches played out.
haven't seen a lot of Sierra and Angela motion lately.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like we're getting into the game now, so loading up that team battle. For those in the know, it's a Blood Mafia showdown. I think that's actually going to be Seaweezy's sponsor at Frosty Fausting. He's going to give him the old Blood Mafia tag, which is an old, faux esports clan that Aphotics and Seaweezy belong to.
Nice.
Of their own creation.
It's like Team Na from New York City there.
Yeah. I enjoyed after Knuckle Dew quit. Not quit, but he stopped being sponsored by Team Liquid. I don't really know the story.
You haven't
But he became My Wallet Knuckle Dew.
enough.
So that was pretty good.
Round
Right, Aphotics in green and Seaweezy in the natural blue. Good anti-air to start. Win. Throw some fireballs at each other. Okay, there's the first sword.
I've noticed a lot of Graves do that, where they're just like, as soon as they see the wind come out, they counter wind and are just like, let's just get this over with,
Yep.
right?
Oh,
Just
he's
kind
gonna
of like
dodge?
neutralize
No, it
the
is not.
situation.
Right, you also kind of want to be the second wind, Yeah, a little bit of a
get
yummy
little bit
counter
of
bait there.
advantage on the end.
Yeah, it was going to be that second transcendence, right? Second sound barrier. Oh, waiting for the cancel, but... Yeah, Aphotics expecting possibly a cancel.
Round 2. Fight.
So yeah, let's count the number of swords that are thrown and actually connect. So we got 1 for 1 right now. Let's see, these guys are well trained in the Stormborn sword. Nope, 1 for 2.
There you go, for 2.
Perfect.
Would have been a sword read.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay, doesn't get it. Good sword. Yeah, it's totally real. It's like you gotta save your super meter though if it's not gonna be lethal. Nice. Oh, almost got the jug. Okay, didn't believe in the anti-air. Okay, quite literally the mirror match. Both players minus somehow on the trade. Oh no!
There you go.
Simple jump A would have been just fine there. Okay, swords through the string. Wheezy actually mashing a little bit.
Very nice.
So yeah, Wheezy mashing a
I
little
like
there.
seeing that.
But okay, so Wheezy with 100% sword ratio. Phoenix with a 0%.
Clearly, we know who the Swordmaster is.
Yeah.
It's over with. Let's get
Okay,
this over with.
another mirror match, and much to the chagrin of both players. I know they hate mirror matches, so this is hilarious to see. We might even see a Phoenix like switch his whole team to not be Wheezy's,
To not have to deal with this, yeah.
as a gentleman's contract. But it looks like Wheezy's playing his real tournament team, which is the triple zoner.
Hands off, Missy. Rain of fire! Rain of fire! Burn, burn,
The
burn.
counter rate. Oh, but the madness.
Okay, Wheezy tries to get a 1 health Dragon Heart. Okay, the Jaina who's in the corner is the losing Jaina, so 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And we just dive kick, try to get him to Dragon Heart. Playing actual dive kick now. Nice.
Nice. Very good Yomi counter.
Rain of fire! Rain of fire!
I was wondering if Phoenix was going to start charging the arrow. He might have actually won the race there and got the unblockable out. Oh, chance at a ground C there from Phoenix.
Doesn't quite land in time. Oh.
Round 3.
Honestly, I think it might have been safe if he jumped back air C.
Again. I guess if it doesn't, if it keeps working, just do it. Oh, missed opportunity
Yeah.
there for a jump or forward A there. Okay, dive kick pressure. Gets the cross.
Oh, cross up.
You're constantly seeing if he's going to stay in the front or try to go for the funky timing.
Cross, yeah.
And in most of the situations, you go for the ground reversal as Jaina, and you're not going to be able to
Rain of fire!
connect because she moves so far forward. It's like a Sakura light punch Shoken.
Yeah.
Excellent throw. One gets the throw this time. Oh, could have just blown through that.
Rain of fire!
Looking bad for Phoenix here.
Counter rain of fire. Got
Unblockable.
him, blocked him out.
Yeah, jump
Very
over.
good Dragon Heart for the win.
Just moves you so far forward.
You win.
Okay, so now we get a little bit of a
Confident in the judgment.
glasses battle, I guess is the closest we got here. In the library. Gentlemen in their Saturday best, because we're Saturday tonight. This matchup's kind of interesting. DeGray, Ghost is pretty strong, but it's tough to deal with drop gear pressure.
For sure. But it's great. Ghost lets him deal with time spiral pressure, right? It's such great durability on it
Yes.
that it can just eat at the time spirals. And it allows him to control space where a lot of other characters struggle to kind of counter that space control from Geiger.
Yeah. The thing about this matchup is also pretty tough is that DeGray has a hard time getting value out of his supers. Like either super. It's very difficult to use. Oh, good cross up. Mad King and Phoenix very, very good at utilizing the jumpies, cross up hitboxes, and Oki setups like post throw.
Yeah.
Okay, tries to throw out the Lufa Ghost, stem the bleeding a little bit. Yeah, Wheezy 1 round away from winning the first game. Okay, good Yumi counter. Oh, didn't believe.
Gotcha.
Nice
Oh, very
timing
good
on the Justice
kicks.
Kick. Did not expect that to actually work. I thought he would actually be active right as the gear passed through him so that he would get touched
Yeah.
before he could input.
Assist.
Oh,
Time spiral. Assist.
trying to get the anti-air back fist there, but oh, flash kick.
And Nephotics is in kind of a position where if Wheezy doesn't really do anything, like he can sit for 30 seconds and win the round.
Yeah. I don't think Wheezy's going to allow that necessarily.
Oh, he definitely doesn't want to allow that. Gets the trade.
Oh,
Round 4. Fight.
Good.
Drop gear.
So oh, nice.
oh. Smart
So
move
yeah,
there.
so that was an example of, you know, life bar as chip stack, right? Like, there's lots of things he could have done post blocking a
Drop gear.
daggerfall thrust, but
Daggerfall,
he just
yeah.
went for the reversal because like I'm up on health. If this hits, I'm in a good position. I could win the entire set or the entire game right now. There's just lots of considerations, and maybe you go in with your 7-9 suited, just because. I might get to stop thinking is the idea.
Yeah.
Definitely a case in like any competitive game. You've been like playing it for a long time. It's like the end of the night. The tournament is starting to wear on you. There comes like this release valve where if this just works, I can just turn my brain off and enjoy the spoils of victory or defeat. Either way, one way or the other.
Maybe, yeah.
Happened to me in many a Yomi tournament.
Oh no, another Jaina mirror. So yeah, no character switch.
Or did the rematch go through already? Oh, I lost connection. Okay.
Oh yeah. So they went right through. We're into a Jaina mirror.
Okay.
We got Aphotics applying some dive kick pressure here. Kind of turning around. Wheezy. Oh, no, they're trading throws back and forth at this point. Wheezy with the bad Dragon Heart, unfortunately, gets punished for it. So loses that first round.
Okay, popping in.
All right.
Round 2. Fight.
There you go. Mixed up for it with that Dragon Heart.
Yeah. Being very
Fire out.
reckless down here in the Amazon. With all these fireballs. Someone put a stop to the madness. Oh, doesn't Dragonheart out of it. I have expected Wheezy or Aphotics to just mash.
Round
Yeah.
3.
You
Or
saw him
sorry,
there, he
Wheezy
was-
there. Wheezy's the red one. That's right.
Yeah. Saw Aphotics there just doing the ground Bs into just walk forward. Just like, once again, that micro positioning, right? Where it's like throw to fireball, walk forward attack. Throw to fireball, walk forward. Then you can dive kick.
Yes.
Round 4.
It ends up being so very important. Especially in a matchup like this, where we're worried about arrows coming down from above and a knee coming at you. She can, Jaina has that forward momentum, so.
Yes. Yeah, 4 days so good.
Oh, absolutely.
I would say that a good reason, if you're looking for a character to play, you haven't quite settled on a third or something. One of the reasons I would say to play Jaina, maybe it's 2 reasons, is that she has 2 of the best normals I think in the entire game. That jump A, dive kick pressure, and also her forward A
Round
are
5.
just so good. Oh, Rookout, the winner of the keys was Igo and Sia Wall. I've already PM'd in their keys right now. Okay, Aphotics getting a chance here to close out game 1. Okay, walking forward. It's like, I'll take one to keep the pressure up, but didn't really get a whole lot out of that. Almost gets the anti-air fireball there, but Weezy sees it. Good blocks.
Nice blocks the cross up.
Notice neither player using any reversals because they just know that they don't work.
Yeah.
You'd think like, well, why not just uppercut this? It's because you're so plus after blocking the dive kick that the next one is essentially a safe jump half the time. And the times that it isn't, like, are you willing to risk it? You're gonna take 1 damage and then take 3 after.
And then take 3 afterwards? Exactly. It's just such a huge risk of blow up.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, so we're getting all the same matchups we had last time. The Jaina Mirror, the DeGray Geiger, and then the Grave Mirror.
Great.
Drop gear. Drop gear.
Actually surprised to not see the Aphotic Setsuki. I thought he was mostly playing her these days, but maybe not.
No juggle there, but very good spacing. Able to get a back fist punish on the whiff kicks.
2. Fight.
Drop gear.
Ooh, blows through flash gear.
Assist. Drop here.
Not that time.
I feel like Iphotics is using way more of the command dashes this time around.
Yeah.
Drop here.
Oh man. Just guessing which one of those is going to be a cross up and not. It's really dangerous.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, Wheezy in full command again.
Assist. Time spiral. One. Time spiral. Assist. Drop here.
Oh, dirty.
Time spiral. Assist. Time spiral.
Loving it.
Still has super he can set up. Yeah, waits till he's low to the ground. So there isn't any potential for Photics to do an air super.
Time spiral. Assist. Time spiral.
Okay, Ghost hit the big gear before it hit the little one, so it didn't actually stop the chip from happening. Yeah, just fishing.
Daggerfall right into the time spiral, yeah. I mean, you gotta try it sometimes.
Surprised he didn't go for the Tyrant Crusher. Just say, you know what?
Game 3.
I'm gonna lose, but at least I'm gonna throw out the big fist.
You haven't practiced enough. Round 1.
Okay, so match point here for CWZ. Match game. Okay, doing the second win didn't really work out that time. Okay, no real punish. One thing to note about this matchup is that Grave doesn't have a punish for sword. He has to sword before it, like while the sword's coming at you, or you let it
You
whiff.
blocked it.
Yeah.
Round 2.
If you block it, it's already too late. A lot of things that Grave has, if you block it, it's already too late. So you got to be ready with the sword. Okay, that's a good win. The block doesn't convert. Yeah, forward A into Fireball is not a true block string, so if you're really looking for it in this matchup, you can get a lot of swords for free. Just going for the hard reads is like, I don't know if I have the fundamentals to beat CWZ, so let's just do
Round 3.
some Unga Bunga here.
Yeah, in my experience, that doesn't work out against Wheezy.
Right. I mean, it's one thing I noticed in my own gameplay is that I don't know a lot of the perfect situations. I know CWZ has ground out a lot of this stuff in training mode, and he's just played the game a lot.
Yes.
So he often has a really good grasp of what the ideal thing is to do. I still kind of play too cute, you know. Like I'll do things that have some positive outcomes for me on the Matrix. But if there was just some dominant option that I could have done instead, I should probably just do the dominant option and not just try to do this like I'll do this like fake mix-up thing, and then they'll panic and they'll try to throw and I'll get a Yomi counter, and then just meaty them or something.
Yeah.
Like just do the safest best thing that's possible. Yeah. So yeah, playing too fancy is definitely a detriment. And Wheezy knowing like at this range, like you gotta bravely sword me. Oh, it actually gets the punish. Because the pushback in the corner is less. Yeah, fancy strikes, says Thilo.
There you go.
Almost got the chip. Waiting for it. Yeah. Shimmies. And that's going to be it. 2-0 CWZ in grand finals. On winner's side is going to be playing against Rookhugger coming up from losers. A familiar sight for many people following this tournament community.
Well, we got Aphotics versus Rookhugger first, right?
Oh, we do. That's right. We don't have a winner yet of that. So
Not quite. I mean, Rookhugger's great, but I don't think we should be giving him the win right away.
yeah. Yeah, so let's see. Who did Rookhugger lose to? He did lose to Aphotics, so we have a double Jeopardy situation here.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can get his vengeance with a little bit more time. Yeah, Team Battle, please give me non-mirror matches, says CWZ. Well, you gotta play Lum and stuff, man.
I swear, I know Team Battle's just random, but it really doesn't feel that way.
It's a rigged slot machine.
Right? It's like, no, you just like mirror matches, don't you, Serlin?
Yeah, Thilo's just pulling the strings from behind, you just...
Oh yeah, no, I imagine that
into the game.
Serlin just has like a console on his computer that can individually go into people's clients and just be like, no, you have to play Jaina now.
I didn't pick Jaina, what the hell?
Team
Yeah, Thilo's got the magnet underneath the roulette wheel. All right. I'm seeing a Setsuki now and an Argagarg, so I think that's going to be Fodex on the left. Totally changing up his team.
You haven't practiced enough.
Yeah.
So this is the team that I expect to
is
see
different.
actually from Fodex. So I'm not sure what was going on. Could be some shenanigans. Could be some Blood Mafia collusion.
Yeah. And we
In,
got
winter finals there.
Rookhugger bringing back in the Rook. So.
Yep.
Starlight, Pablo!
Okay. Oh,
Starlight.
nice Esper Dash.
Very nice.
Ooh, gets the conversion. Did not block.
Round 2. Fight.
Starlight! Starlight hit! Starlight, Pablo!
Good mix-ups
Man,
here.
the tick throw, Starlight tick throw off of the kunai there is so frustrating to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Round 3.
Yeah, so this is the character I expected to see. Like, he talks a lot about his Argagarg because I guess he would feel that a lot of people play him wrong. That's why he wrote the guide. But it says, oh, the throw range. And what are you doing not blocking that, Rookhugger?
Perfect.
You gotta block the kunai.
You win.
Yeah, I don't know what he was going for there.
At least get counter hit. Push a button. But just, you gotta at least block it.
Let the test begin.
Okay.
You haven't practiced
So good
enough.
matchups for Aphotics overall, I think, here.
Round 1. Fight.
So I do like Grave versus Geiger. I think it's fine.
Yeah, he's got a couple tools to be able to deal with it.
Drop gear. Drop gear.
I like the little back off from Aphotics there to be like, okay, no, I gotta worry about drop gear. I gotta worry. Nice.
Super high up to the juggle. No, not quite.
Didn't go for it. Looks like it might have worked, but
Yeah.
oh, no cross out the second time.
Looks like that might have safe jumped his flash gear attempt if he tried to. It's super low to the ground on that jump A. Wins the air to air. Oh!
Drop gear.
He's putting on a clinic. You guys need to learn how to beat Geiger? Just watch this. This is going great.
Yeah.
Flash gear.
So we got super. Watch that. Yeah, there it is. Watch that gear. A little bit
Not
too far.
close enough.
It's that tiny little step back that he took. That's what let Rookhugger
Yeah.
do it.
Drop gear.
That's right, though. Celeste Sword is an option. And you got a nasty jump A. I got a nasty jump A, too.
Yep. Both these characters really do.
Fight. Time spiral.
I used to think in beta that Graves jump A was just unbeatable,
Yeah.
just impossible.
It's about Ryu jump roundhouse levels of good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Drop gear.
That was hype. Yeah,
I
easy,
like it.
easy 3-0 there for the Geiger. No time stops, like only the one, but not a lot of super meters spent by Rookhugger.
Game 3.
And now he's got the uphill,
Get close.
the uphill river.
Oh.
Round 1.
Yes. I'm tired just thinking about this matchup.
Yeah. So the new clap tech is really helpful because of that
Yep,
right there.
I see it right there. Yeah.
Helpful, but he's got a lot more to deal with than just being able to clap in.
Look at this. Now, Aphotics is just like, no, I just
Yeah.
stay back.
Perfect.
Rookhugger actually wants to die as fast as possible in that situation.
From that point, yeah, get to the next round.
It's the least amount of meter that Art can generate, the better.
Right, yeah, just you have to eat all of that as Rook, and then okay, here's his reward. He's got him in the corner. No, jump back.
Round 3.
All that work, only get a couple bits of damage.
Vines.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Finally gets in, but at what price? Yeah.
Right, that's it.
Ooh. Manly headbutt. It's like, I'm just gonna headbutt this fish and
I'm tired of you, fish.
give it the old manly concede. Okay, that's game 1. Goes to Aphotics.
Team battle.
So any character change? Yeah, looks like it.
Oh yeah.
Putting in his own Setsuki. Setsuki Val.
Gonna go. Wow. All right.
It's a triple swap. No, sticking with the Geiger.
Two rush down and a Geiger. Okay.
This will be great fun. This will be great fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Back forward, back forward, back forward. Fox's Den.
Yep.
Aphotics and Setsuki doing a much better job camouflaging into the yellow haze. The lore drop, the beautiful Fox's Den school.
Round 2.
I don't know the name of the mountains they're hidden in. I don't think that's been written down ever. Ooh. Yeah, you get that Yomi counter every time. That's like, I think that's one of the highest percentage Yomi. What? That was beautiful.
What? Okay.
Just navigates around that cape so he doesn't take the real damage or the chip. Yo. Oh, no juggles.
Oh.
That does work,
That would
though.
have been sick.
That does work if they're in the corner touching the wall.
Nice. Goes for the grab follow up.
And you dead? Oh. Well, maybe still dead. Could still do the, I think the kunai maybe works, but maybe Setsuki has some way she can get out. I don't know. Back A, C jump.
Yeah, possibly C jump.
You haven't practiced enough.
I found that actually is a good tool to get out a lot of meaty options for her.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, the Degree checkmate. Not so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, as Wheezy showed us that in Grand Finals a couple tournaments ago. Just escaping with ground C and it's a super. Yeah, good neutral there.
Perfect.
I like it.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. Every trade is in Graves' favor in this matchup, though. Like, Val's 5 HP matters so much.
Nah, nothing extra off of it, so.
Yeah, he actually went for the 3 there, which is a little bit risky. Okay. Good use of the anti-air. Nothing fancy, spend the meter.
Round
Don't try to go for a neutral A and save it or anything.
No, exactly.
So one tough thing about playing Val against either Grave, Geiger, or Jaina is a lot of the times your rainbows that go through projectiles, they're not safe. Like, even if they block it, it means that they could have reversaled.
4.
Yeah.
Fight.
Geiger, sometimes not so much. Like, sometimes he actually doesn't have the gear to do it. So, strangely enough, like, maybe the only character of the 3 that you could just do it through. And you wouldn't expect that.
No, yeah, you definitely think that he'd be able to punish that, but
There it is.
lo and behold, nice.
2 more to go. Good chromatic orb.
Very good chromatic orb, yeah.
Landing lag? No.
Safe jump.
Round 5. Fight.
Aphotics looking to go up 2-0. Put it on game point to head back to Grand Finals and face Wheezy again.
Yeah, he wants back in there.
It's going to trade and potentially just 2.
2 and a couple
Super.
chips, but there you go.
A little bit later. It's scary, but if you do a little bit later, you look at the animation.
Yeah, and then at that point, it's like, how much do you want to risk it, though? You know?
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah, the neutral A check on the jump.
Game 3.
Solid button. Not many characters have a thing that can just deal with people neutral jumping in their face, but Grave does.
Round one. Fight.
And this guy on the left here does too.
Yeah,
I love that, like,
I learned that one the hard way.
yeah, I love that with ARG, essentially, the recovery on the back A is so good that if you misjudged it and you did a back A and it didn't work, just do it again. Like, they will want to punish you for it. It's so juicy. You're like, oh, I made a miss. I'm gonna attack, and then you get counter hit because the second one is just as good as the first. Okay, having a little bit harder time in this matchup.
Yeah, there you go, right?
Oh,
Geiger pauses, still gets hit with the second back edge. That's fine.
okay, 3 God Hands. Spend all the damage he's dealt this matchup. Thinking, yeah, meaty. Yeah, you
get the
take
second
that.
bit of damage out of it.
Oh god, do you think?
Oh, same here.
That's the thing, though. You know, you take that bet because you know that you're still alive, and you got to just drive their chips down.
Yeah, I mean, like, people talk about that in fighting games a lot. That, you know, just like your health is just another resource,
Yes.
right? And but like you say, it's even truer, I find, in Fantasy Strike.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Ooh, no punish there. No forward A. Oh, the buttons.
I also look at the round count and like a 4 to 7 single character setup as, once again, more resources, right? I'll take the first couple losses in rounds to gain that intel,
Exactly.
right?
Oh, the win save. Oh, he didn't do the forward fish. Actually would have won. Fodex wants to take as much time as possible. Now that there's time stop online, though, he has to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
But he knows that he's at the
Where it gets
spacing.
risky.
If you're completely far back, though, then there isn't any issue here with this.
Yeah, that's why you see Fodex backing off now. He's like, no, I
Yep.
can't do anything from that range.
But you know, we got 10 seconds left. Both these characters want to do the same plan here. Yeah, just
Oh,
pop one
nice
forward.
pop.
Round four.
And yeah, it's a measurement of greed. Like maybe he could have just did not spend the meter and just waited longer. Maybe he could have won that way. But you know, we're trying to end this now. Take 3.
Yeah.
You always gotta. Oh, what a trade! You always gotta bank on the fact that when I need the super again, I'll have it. Oh, that's exactly what you want to do.
Very nice.
It's gonna be a throw to the corner. So I don't think you pushed the button.
No?
Poison fish, bubble shield,
Such a
and
good
we're gonna
setup.
hide. No, I was a little cheeky there. A little cheeky. I liked it.
Yeah.
That was a set winning play if you could get that pop in, because then you could just run away. Oh, pushed him back into the poison.
I like it.
Okay, now we got super for Geiger again. Gotta watch out for time stop. All the anti-air forward A.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Just wait. Any hitbox you put out there has a chance of getting beat. Oh no, you're full screen, and that's gonna be a jump back C to win it. Yeah, he's just got a yellow in. And that's gonna be it. If Fodex is gonna go to grand finals. Oh wait, what? Color me, you know, surprise.
curse?
Commentator's curse. That seemed like it was free. There we go.
There we are. Closes it out.
Yeah, I mean, what else is he gonna do? You're gonna time stop and you're gonna hit flash gear. That's exactly what's gonna happen. you don't leave the server without doing that first. Okay. And if our players are ready, we can jump straight into this grand finals. But let's find out. If they're ready to go. I'm just gonna jump right into the queue or into the
Yeah, I'm just gonna
spectate.
hit up watch. I will be back in a quick 15 seconds.
Yep, take your time.
Battle.
Got the Lum coming out.
Game one.
Fodex going with Lum, Rook, Grave. So playing different compositions each time. We get the Lum versus the Geiger. Okay, Seaweezy's just gonna rush him down, make sure that he doesn't have any time. Okay, 2 damage conversion there for Foddix. We got Dice. Dice and Cake. Perfect. This is all going pretty well for a Foddix here.
Roll the dice. Just a moment.
Looks like we're gonna get at least a 1 damage punish, maybe even a 2. Get the neutral A. No, no juggle. Didn't get it. Okay. Ooh, baby panda. Louisy takes some restraint there. Like the idea there from a Foddix, but he didn't quite get what he needed. Well spaced flash gear there. Yeah, GG's to Rookhugger for taking 3rd. So we're finally into our grand finals on the day. Seaweezy on the right is in the winner's side. This means he's going to have to win a single best of 3 set, whereas the Foddix is going to have to win 2 best of 3 sets to close it out.
Just a moment.
As far as I know, we have not seen a bracket reset in any Fantasy Strike grand finals that I've casted, at least. It's usually been pretty decisive. Ooh, the deepest jump in. Fantastic play there from a Foddix.
And I'm back, just waiting to get into the match here.
Counter hit. No follow up. Sets up baby panda. Careful. Oh, Weezy decides to jump. Oh, that should have been blocked. Foddix just gave him 2 damage there.
Round 4. Fight.
Is he rolling through?
I think so.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right,
Some
jump back
kind of
up.
rollback thing,
Yeah.
ironically. Nice anti-air, gets the
Oh,
juggle.
so good.
Cross into the more
up.
damage.
Oh.
That was sweet. Very, very, very
That's the
nice.
kind of explosiveness you love to see with Lum.
Yeah. It's a good optimization. Time stop.
Yeah, and now Lum's got to work to be able to play with his toys now.
Ooh, he makes it out though.
Oh, good job. I like that rolling into the
Ooh,
die.
that's
to
a
take
slow
out the
gear.
time spiral.
Yeah, he's got another set of dice here to play with. Gets the 3 damage jump in. Doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just gotta worry about. Yeah, that's good. Now you just chill.
Yeah.
I think you do not give. There we go. I was gonna say I don't think you give a Foddix any chance at all, or sorry, Weezy, any chance at all to make a comeback. And you just like hold back. You save your ground super for when you want to flood the screen, and you just win with the 20 seconds that's left. Those 2 cherries really clinched it.
Let's get this over with.
You haven't practiced enough. Round 1. Fight.
Burn!
All right, I think Weezy's going into serious mode right now.
A little bit.
Nice.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
There's so many things that a Foddix could have done, and he did none of them. Oh. Yeah, it's a bait.
There you go.
Tough to reversal out of that. Oh man, he's playing with his food now. Ooh, could have been a slow one. There it is. Yeah, careful.
Yep.
Gotta be careful. At any point in your string, like, remember guys, he doesn't have to do a double quarter circle forward punch to get that out. Like,
Yeah.
it's just... That's one of the main differences that Fantasy Strike has versus other fighting games in terms of how the execution actually impacts gameplay. And one of them is that your strings are just not safe in this game. If they're not absolute, then you're, yeah, there, see the bait there that time. Weezy was like, I don't want you to just super through this. It creates a different level of mind game, and now he's gonna use it to just walk forward and super. So yeah, it's like a thing that, you know, you see like players like Machabo and Haitani playing the Kali in Street Fighter V, like they'll do that kind of stuff to you on a hitbox. You just like walk forward and then like you flinch, and then it's, I think it's only like 3 taps. It's like 3 taps. It's like forward, like forward, release forward, and you get a super.
Yeah,
it's like super crazy easy to do.
That's what it is. It's crazy. Yeah, no, and that becomes such a strong option when you can do that so quickly and so reliably.
Yeah. So in this game, we kind of make that available to everyone, and then kind of balance the game around the idea that players are going to be able to do that. So jump super is a way out for Aphotics if he wants to go for it, but Weezy just asking him the question. Yeah, there it is. Like, do you know what to do? If you don't know what to do, then I guess I just win.
I'm not gonna change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, and Weezy is definitely that kind of player where he is like, he is shameless in his in his will to do this.
Yes. As all players should be. I mean, most people in the world are held back by scrubby notions of what is right and what is wrong, what should be done, and, you know, you never want to hear yourself saying something like, "You'll never catch me win like that." That's just the avenue to scrub him. Did he get it? That's going to be a 2-0 right now for Aphotics. Showing Weezy like, hey man, I'm number 2 on the server. Yeah, I'm not free. Maybe his Degray was free, but maybe this is a little bit better.
Yeah, no, this change seems to be working for him right now, so. And I don't think Weezy is just saying, okay, I'm just gonna build intel with my my winner side grand finals matches. Like,
no, he's trying to win.
Yeah. No, good job with the super there.
Almost got that cross up. Not safe. Are you in the corner? Did not do the back throw. That's okay though.
Do the back throw.
Actually, you know what? I'm the bad one. You don't want the back throw. You do want the forward throw, so you can do the jump A.
I suppose so.
Because you definitely want that splash setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scrub Lord's prayer. So yeah, Rook having to deal with the, you know, no fly swatter for him. It's a tournament, not tournament legal. It's a hard time dealing with Setsuki, just flapping her wings around his face.
Yeah, he's
ooh, unsafe lines.
trying. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's been trying to get the knockdown with the earthquake, but Aphotics, Weezy not allowing that.
Let's hope that this Rook pick is not a liability for Aphotics. I haven't seen his Rook play too much, so. Ooh, didn't take the 4. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I wonder why he didn't go in there. He's playing really conservative, so see Weezy wins that round. That game, rather. And now we got.
Yeah, now he's looking at Rook versus Jaina and Rook versus Tiger, which are not strong situations. These are not good matchups for Rook.
Nope. We'll see how that clap tech works now, though. If he can really get some mileage out of it. It's starting already.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
Oh, we're ahead.
All right.
That's all you can ask for.
50% off on Geiger there.
Oh no, bad landslide. Oh, wrong button.
Oh.
Yeah, so there you got to do the command grab.
Exactly.
And that would actually scoop the. You get hit, but you know, Rook's okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. He's willing to sacrifice that. Yeah, no, that is a super strong option for Rook in this matchup now.
Yeah. But I think the second that Aphotics does it one time, there we go, and you trade with that too. So now, yeah, Weezy is like, okay, this time he'll do the command grab for sure. So I'm not going to allow him to use the new tech. And that's the mix-ups, right?
Yeah,
like you just add a new option and the whole game changes.
Well, that's it, right? It's not your game plan, but it's an option, and that's important to have. So
yeah. That's one of the big changes. Good.
No, some of the lowest tier characters in fighting games are the ones who are just have like limited option sets in any given situation, right?
Yeah.
Even if you have one or two that are really strong, yeah, you got limited number of ways to use them. So.
Oh yeah, not good in FA after vines. That was because of the height at which it hit. You could juggle there.
That's actually was one of the things about Fantasy Strike. It took me a while to realize is how the juggle system actually worked.
Yeah, there's moves that just have juggle points on them. And... Ooh, micro walk tried. I admire that attempt. It's the kind of thing though. Like if you were already close to losing the round, like do you actually get much out of that?
Oh, landslide working for him there.
Ooh, didn't cancel the C that time. Juggle. The tragedy.
I know, you hate to see it happen.
Oh. So now he has 1 HP,
Vacuums
so...
the back fist right into his face.
Yep.
Again. Oh.
Yeah, and with 1 HP, you're not going to be able to use the command grab anymore.
No.
That's okay, though. Now we got maybe Rook's second worst matchup.
Let's get this over with.
I'd say his actual worst is probably Lum.
Probably.
That's just
But
my
looking
opinion.
at everyone here, right? Like, none of these matches are particularly great for him.
No. Yeah, it's just an example of, like, where it can kind of go wrong. Like, oh, I think he wanted a really oh no, tragedies.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he just wanted a really fast ground C there. That was the exact time that he needed to, like, get a throw in. A little bit too far. Makes it out.
Okay, really good find there, yeah.
How long till the next one, though?
So unfortunate. Get the read, get the knockdown, still get clipped by the arrow.
I'd say Rook is... Oh, Thilo making the claim that Rook owns Midori. I would love to play you in that matchup. But I don't know if Thilo plays Rook. I will show you. I'll show you how neutral jump A makes him a very sad rock man. He definitely has really strong options in the mirror. Jump B tech is really crazy. I think he does pretty good against Valerie. He does pretty good against DeGray.
Alright, good job with from Aphotics there dealing with the Rain of Fire.
Yep.
There are ways to get through it.
And the thing is, like, once he gets in, he's just as good as against anybody that, you know, it doesn't matter what character you are once he's in. The issue is, like, can he get in?
Can he get past this initial
Yeah. So, yeah.
initial phase? Yeah.
So, probably see a swap here. I don't know if he's going to keep Rook on the team. You got to be a serious, like, Rook monster to, like, want to put him in against Seaweezy at the end here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lum was the answer. Funny enough. You got another game, bro. It's not over
in
yet.
there. Don't worry.
Best of 5. You just played once, dude. He's like, didn't I just lose 2-0? No, you're down 1-0, bro.
I was just...
It's long. Team battle long.
I know.
It's because
Well,
they played
that's it.
the
I
final
think
round of the final
after
game,
that-
yeah.
Yeah, and after dealing with that with Rook, you're like, oh man, that feels way longer than it was.
So Remy's saying that he thinks Rook does okay against Grave. I found that, like, Grave Rook is one of my comfort picks. Like, I like Grave against Rook. Sword is very good. It's like one of the matchups where, like, you want to be liberal with Sword. All right, Valerie v Geiger. So Weezy looking to actually end this grand finals.
Yeah. I mean, Weezy needs to save up the travel expenses for Frosty Fausting.
That's right. So speaking of travel expenses, one thing I'm going to mention that I haven't actually mentioned to the general populace of Fantasy Strike just yet. I've been talking with the tournament organizers at Frosty's for quite a bit. They've been wanting me to have the game be there for a while. The game wasn't out. Now it's out, so I'm getting... Oh, dude, is this a combo? What is this?
I think maybe he's too far.
Nice.
Oh no!
Swag. 4-day.
Yo, get hyper Geiger super combos.
But I mentioned to the TO of that I'd be willing to toss in like it's $250 pot bonus, because I'm gonna go and I want to see the game succeed, right? Obviously I do. I'm a shill.
Yeah.
Can't really deny it. It's just 100% true. So I was gonna throw that in, but independently of that, some of our Patreon members have said, we should get a pot going for Frosty Faustings. It's the first major. Let's donate some cash. And so, independent of me saying that, a bunch of community members have said, let's throw some money in. And I said, okay, how do you guys want to do this? Like, I have an empty PayPal. I'm in direct contact with the tournament organizers, so I can just pay them directly because I have their contact info because I've already sent them money for other things. If you guys want, I'll just give you my email and you can start chucking money in there. And I promise you that I won't be corrupt. I won't.
Skim off the top.
Yeah, I'll show you my whole transactions. I'll be as transparent as possible. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, then we'll figure something else out. Let me check the number right now. Let me go into my my PayPal account.
Well, you gotta wonder, right? Like, I managed to get together $180 for the pot bonus at Northern Battles for September 21st. In Toronto at the Hive Esports bar. Everyone, come check it out.
Yeah.
But right, and it's like you look at that and you're like, damn, man, and that's like a Toronto monthly, right?
Yeah.
So let's see, what do you got built up for Frosty Faustings?
What's your guess? Give me a guess. Your best guess here.
I'm gonna say 600.
All right. Anybody in the chat? What's your guess? How much money do you guys think that our community has raised for this Frosty Faustings pot bonus? Throw me some numbers. I want to hear what you think. And if you know the answer, don't cheat. If you're in the Patreon channel, don't cheat. Yeah. All right, Isaac Wolf says 540. Trapdoor Beaver says 1200. $1 million, no.
Round 3. Fight.
$601.
Yo, price is right.
$430.
All right.
$420.69, no. All right, so I said that I would throw in $250 of my own money, right? And some others said, you shouldn't have to do that. You're already going there and you're already doing all that stuff. So let's just donate a lot of money so you won't have to do that. I'm still going to throw in whatever amount I need to get the number to where I want it to be. But right now, the community has sent me $1,809.27.
What?
Yes. So throwing in my own cash, I'm setting that to at least $2,000 of a pot bonus.
Yo.
So if you're going to Frosty Faustings and you want to win some money, and if you want to play the easy fighting game for babies that anyone can play, and it doesn't matter because the buttons are easy and, and 6 cents, yeah. And 6 cents. So yeah, Division RNG knows. Somebody donated me like a number with 6 cents at the end of it. You think it's so simple, just come crush everybody else then. So I'm hoping that this is like kind of the first public announcement of this. I'm going to get the Frosty Faustings guys to talk about it. They're going to do a graphic. They're going to talk about it maybe on Monday is what I'm told. But, Guilty Gear is advertising that it's got a $1,000 prize pool. Windjammers is talking about how they got a $1,200, I think it's $1,200 or $1,600 prize pool.
Yeah.
But, we got even more than that. And if you want to donate money to the cause, again, I can't stop you guys. I actually have this pinned in the Patreon channel of Discord. I haven't talked about it again for everyone because I don't want it to look like I'm trying to raise money for this. I'm not trying to get you guys to put in. That's not the point here. But I want to recognize all the absolutely fantastic people who have already donated. I'm absolutely floored by the community effort here. And if I end up getting more money than $2,000 in this PayPal account, whatever you guys donate, I'm going to roll over to the next event. So if I can get Fantasy Strike at Combo Breaker. If I can get it at Final Round, you know, NorCal Regionals, Evo, whatever else we can be at. I know that let's see, there's some more Canada events coming up soon.
Got some more Canada in here? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think, man, something's coming up soon. Either Toryukin just happened or it's coming up eventually.
Yeah, Toryukin just happened.
But there's another one in Montreal.
But get on my level?
Oh, there's one more. There's one more. I gotta look it up now. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Well, let me just say that is freaking hype.
Oh, just
guys.
Canada Cup in particular.
Canada Cup, yeah.
Yeah, just Canada Cup.
Just Canada Cup. Like, where's Canada Cup this year? Is that Calgary or?
I'm not sure.
Yo, not to do Aphotics and Wheezy a disservice here. I'm gonna.
Yeah. I just thought I'd announce that now.
That is amazing. This community is amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, guys.
Yeah, again, I didn't expect it. I was just like, I'm just gonna throw in 250 and then that'll be our pot bonus. But let's see, the Geiger from Aphotics trying to close out this fourth round. I keep on getting the nomenclature wrong.
Yeah.
That's super embarrassing because I should know these things. Hey, you better get on them
Two
at
characters
the.
in this, so.
Yeah, MrMKL, you better get on them at Northern Battles to stream the FS event in the light of the giant pot bonus for Frosty Faustings.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because I mean
That is absolutely something. That's something I'm in talks with the event organizer right now to see what we could do for that. So
Yeah.
I will keep you all up to date.
Yeah, so the showdown here.
Yo,
Wheezy
Aphotics
looking
just
to this.
hanging on.
Wheezy just trying to get his free round. Oh. Because he would actually take that round. If it goes to a draw, both characters would get a pip, but Geiger wouldn't win one because you can't win on the first one. Or at all anymore, I think. I think Team Battle has like a sudden death mode that goes forever. So see Wheezy on tournament point now. Keeping that red chip flashing. Okay, not a third surprise.
Yeah, splash gear out of it. Oh, the counter.
The first air parry of the game. 1-2 juggle. Misses the juggle. A little bit of lag looks like at the end of there.
Get out.
We could have got that neutral A. And that's the tournament. See Wheezy winning it. So yeah, the prize winnings for this tournament, I believe, is $30 in first place to See Wheezy. Second place is a 15er for Aphotics. And third place, $10 goes to Rook Hugger. So yeah, See Wheezy making money this tournament season. We got this tournament. We got another one coming up at the end of the month. I think it's ThyPirateKing's online tournament.
Yeah, that's right. He's wrapping up his first month worth of tournaments, his little series that's going on there. So
yeah, so if you want to hit up those weeklies, guys, there was one yesterday. It wasn't the Saturday one because we're doing today's tournament, so we didn't want to poach. But yeah, so we got. Usually it's every Saturday, so show up around noon in the Discord. I'll throw that in there. I assume all you guys are already in there. It's the discord.gg/fantasystrike. We run tournaments every Saturday morning. I do my my Saturday night streams. I'm probably gonna take a break tonight. Rank up later today. I'm not gonna stream. You guys can still play though. I think you guys should sort of make it a habit to show up, whether or not I can actually be there to facilitate it. Now that I'm in Masters, I'll probably play a lot less, just because I wanted to see if I could do it. But yeah, reminder. Yeah, there's a $2,000 pot bonus at Frosty Fausting. So if you haven't signed up for that. And you're not gonna be in the area. Find a way to go. Find a way to room with people. You guys figure it out. I want to see all you guys there because we can't let this massive pot bonus go to like an 8-player pool that includes like, you're gonna play, right? You're gonna try and get a piece of that pie.
I'm in there.
Yeah. So
but that's fine. No. Let it be 8 people. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wheezy, you can PayPal him the money directly. I'll take second place. It'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that this sort of spurs some interest in the greater FGC and let them know, like, hey guys, like this is not a game that you should gloss over. This is a serious tournament fighter. We're making it for you. It's not just for people who don't know anything about fighting games. who are just gonna waltz in, mash buttons, and have a good time. Like mashing buttons, you have a bad time in Fantasy Strike, I'd say.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, people have a bad time in Smash coming soon, right? But also in our game, you know, it's a thing that you can just pick up and play. You got until January to figure it out. You know, how are you going to win this tournament? Because it's going to be worth your time. And I really just hope to see, you know, Nikki, Forever King. I'm going to find out who's going, and I'm going to bug them. Like, you guys aren't in our Fantasy Strike tournament, then you're missing out. Because, again, if no one signs up, then, hey, you know, best chance for you to win that money. So let's see if people take it seriously. We're a serious game.
Yeah, and like honestly, that's the kind of response I'm getting from people at my weeklies here, right? Where you've got players coming in being like, no, this game is serious. Like I played it so I could push some buttons and, you know, have some fun with the character, but no, there's some really good mind games going on. This is really competitive, so
yeah,
people are realizing the potential here, and yeah, hopefully my little weeklies and my appearance at Northern Battles is gonna inspire some of our locals here to go check out Frosty Faustings.
Yeah, and like you said, man, like we've always dreamed of this, like from demoing the game at EVO, demoing it at all the fighting game events we've been to. Our whole game plan is not to make just the most accessible fighter possible. It's to make it really easy for people who play fighting games to pick it up and play it at a competent level. Like, that's the real goal. It's not just to say, like, anyone can pick it up and that's as far as they get. Like, there's not a lot to learn and that's it. You just run into the brick wall. Like, a lot of people on Discord keep jumping into the game and saying, like, hey, I can't win with this character. This character sucks. I must know everything there is to know about it because, you know, that's what I think this game is. It's just some super low skill ceiling game. That's not true. The point is that the blue hit sparks are there so that when you play other fighting games, you know what plus frames are, you know how to abuse them, you know your moves in the context of the game, and you can pick the game up fast. The bad player is not going to learn that. That's not going to help them at all. Like, these things don't really help them in that sense, like getting good at the game. It's just, if the information is there for you, then there isn't really an excuse not to learn it. You know, the new players are still going to have a hard time. But what we really want is we want to see people who play Smash, people who play Guilty Gear, people who play KI, people who play Street Fighter, people who play Dive Kick, people who play Windjammers. You know, we want you in this bracket. Like, we want to show up at a tournament like Frosty Faustings and say, yes, play in the game that you play, but also play Windjammers and Dive Kick and Fantasy Strike and Pocket Rumble and Hero Versus and all these accessible fighting games, because the goal is for these skills to translate over, but you still need to learn those games inside and out in order to have a chance against people who really just main this game. So we hope to see you. Really excited about Frosty Faustings. I have to book my hotel soon and get my flight in before it gets too expensive.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it might pop up soon. I just don't want to get stuck in a blizzard on my way there.
Exactly. But yeah, you know, you got 3 months to train, guys. If you think you can take a piece of that pie, you know. Can you pimp your FS stream? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so weekly battles here on the stream on Saturday nights. Show up for those. If you want to play in the tournaments that ThyPirateKing runs, do that as well. Trapdoor Beaver streams on occasion. CWeezy streams. So shout outs to all the content creators. MrMKL. Toronto Top Tiers is the Twitch channel you want to watch on Wednesdays. And
keep an eye out, folks. I'm trying to bring it out as much as I can, and I'll be posting about the monthly Northern Battles when I got info.
Yeah, we got the Euro Strike stream. Oh, and one last giveaway. We got 3 Amazon gift cards that are going to go to 3 people in the chat, and the winners for that are Thilo Ciaron and Daniel Stratulch. Are these? How much is these? In these, they've got these 5s? Yeah, they're $5. Yeah, so $5 Amazon gift cards. Contact ThyPirateKing with more information on those. You can see him in the Discord. He's here chilling in the Twitch chat as well. So say hello to him. Yeah, we got throw all your Dev won the random. Hey man, it wasn't mine. I didn't do it. The Dev collusion
seems suspicious. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty sus. Yeah, World of Warcraft dev Thilo. All right, guys. That's gonna be it for me. I gotta get some food. And yeah, you won. Yeah, we will see you guys. Yeah. We'll see you
Not
guys
the
next
tournament,
time.
son.
Yeah. We'll see you guys
Take
next
care.
time.
Thanks for having me out.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully you'll be on the mic next time. And I will see you all next Saturday. Have a good one.